Oh, looks like the stream went down for a little bit.
Yep.
It's back now. It's all
Are we back?
all good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Nothing happened, guys. Everything is okay. This is fine.
Oh, come on.
Meanwhile, Double is making his way to one of the many port towns in the land. He is paid for his transport, where he is now going to be heading to see Sid, who, as everyone knows, is a recurring name in the Final Fantasy series. So I'm sure we'll see a large number of Sids.
Is this the first Sid? Is there one in FF1?
I don't think there is a Sid in FF1.
Yes, the guy you get the chime off of is named Sid.
Is he?
Yes.
Huh.
As far as I'm aware, at least in the remakes, they gave him that name.
Oh, he had a name. I thought he was just a priestess.
Yeah. In the original FF1 and 2, there wasn't a Sid, but they put it in for the.
Oh.
Ah.
We'll call this guy the original Sid.
Yes. Incredible.
Now, as you could see, Double is currently equipping bucklers to both hands. Now, the reason for this is it increases not only your evasion, but it also, based on your buckler skill level, that is, but also it makes it easier to escape from encounters as well. So by having a higher shield skill level, you actually make it easier to escape encounters. Also, the quality of your shield as well, I believe, has an effect on your ability to escape encounters.
So Indy's just heading into the final battle with Chaos, doing his last menu, and he'll be taking on that fight. Hopefully Chaos treats him kind.
So we see that Double is actually using the shield and trying to attack with having shields in both hands, which does nothing as far as the fight itself, but it of course gives him that much needed experience in the shield proficiency. Meanwhile, Minwu is essentially taking the goblins out one at a time. This is to help. This essentially lets you build up that shield skill more and more, because the more you use it, the more powerful it gets. In earlier versions of FF2, there is a glitch where you can repeatedly use a skill and cancel it, and it would count it as using it. So you could boost your stats, or you could boost your weapon levels really, really quickly. But in this version and the PSP version, that was removed. So you have to improvise, basically by essentially back rowing people and having them attack air, essentially. Now, rows are a very interesting thing in FF2. If you attack from the back row with anything other than a spell or a bow, you do 0 damage. You can't actually hit anything.
Actually, I'm just going to run from this.
Aye. And the enemies, they also have rows as well, where you actually have up to 8 rows for enemies, but only the front 2 can attack with physical attacks. So you can actually use that to your advantage in some situations by attacking not the front row, but the one behind it, in order to basically get more attacks in, or get the or have the enemies, have them have less attacks. Neat little time save, really. Meanwhile, Indy has got all of his hastes casted, and so at this point it's really, he's also used the Giant's tonics as well in order to just make sure that his characters survive every hit.
Even on his ninja. His ninja's
even on his
now.
ninja, yes.
I was about to say, ready to take over on Team Tonberry, and then I remembered what happened last time I nearly said that.
Yeah, please, yeah.
But it is looking good.
Meanwhile, we see Nikki just getting on her boat, starting her journey to Summit Falls.
I'm gonna lose some time here because I messed up the first fight of the grind for whatever reason, thinking I was doing the PSP strats.
It's time. It's time.
It's not a big deal. I can fix it.
Nice.
It's time on Indy.
Very well done, Indy. Thank you.
Great run. RNG did not treat you kindly,
It did not.
but we can pass over.
Right. We can pass over to the FF2 run. All three of the FF2 runners now. Just want to say a huge thank you to Leonis07, to Solimuse, and to IndDragPack for the fantastic FF1 runs. And thank you, Kib,
Thank you
for
very much.
fantastic commentary. It was a pleasure.
And thank you, Rory, who's sticking around for FF2, I believe.
Yeah, we were originally going to be having someone else on commentary, but I'm not sure what's happened. But I'm here. Yay! You get another
Yay!
2.5 hours of Rory.
Rory has plenty of knowledge to spare for the next 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Too much
I would love
knowledge.
to talk more, but apparently you're staying on step route. It's not that easy while talking.
No,
Yeah,
I can imagine.
It really isn't.
So we're passing over to SomeGirl on Team Tonberry.
All right.
Okay, I think this will fix my grinding problem.
Meanwhile, Nikki is currently in Summit Falls and starting her grind.
Yeah, I put Maria in back row earlier to basically confirm level 3, so I have to do a bit less there. Oh god, and I was pretty dangerous now. Please don't troll.
Alright, level 4, level 3, level... Okay, so I need to treat this as if I'm level 3, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna lose quite a significant amount of time here.
So we see that SomeGirl has just started making her way to Finn. Meanwhile, the grind continues for Barefist for Dubldrop and his team, his party.
4. Okay, I'm level 4. We're good.
Cool. So now he'll be. You're picking up the teleport tome, I believe, aren't you?
No.
You're not picking up the teleport tome. Okay.
That's a strat that's never made it through.
It never made it through, did it?
I will pick up the fire one, though.
Yeah, the fire tome is very, very. It's close enough that it's just there.
Yeah, the teleport home are roughly 50 steps one way.
Yeah, the teleport tome is a very. It's a very long distance away, so you have to go quite out of your way. Plus, you have to also fight a enemy as well to get the teleport tome, which is the adamantoids, which is it's not the best fight.
Okay.
Here we see Double is building up his shield stats a bit more.
I think I fixed it. I think. that miss was really good. Okay, yeah, one more fight.
I believe at this point, yeah, Minwoo is the only person that can, as far as spells go, is the only one that can revive, because I don't think you've got any Phoenix Downs yet.
Pretty much.
Mm.
So I had to use the high potion I picked up early. It's not the biggest deal in the world. There we go.
See, now you can actually see the fruits of Double's labor quite a bit. The bare hand skill is probably one of the easier ones to build up. You can build it up quite quickly, and you can do a lot of damage without really trying. It just hits quite hard, and the higher the level of mastery for bare hand, the more hits you get in, and the more it gives you much more damage as well. Even if you have a buckler equipped in one hand, you're still doing a lot of damage. But if you even go as far as to unequip that buckler, the amount you've got more hands. That's the logic behind that. But you've got more bare hands to hit with, essentially, so you do a lot more damage as well.
Okay, this should give me level 5 fists on everybody, which is where I'm gonna stop grinding fists and start grinding shields. Maria, Guy. Okay, just double check. Yeah, okay, so we're good. Green slimes are no bueno. We're just gonna run from them.
Yeah, you can only damage them with your fist and your crit. Not fun, guys.
They really
So at this point, I only need 2 more fights to grind. And I did some extra fights, so I should be fine for money, I think.
Now here we find Paul, who is inside Summit Falls with a large number of people. I believe that they're trapped there. They've been trapped there by the Empire, and so now they've been set free. Now Double is proceeding to pick up the Fire Tome. Tomes are very interesting. You can use a tome in the main menu in order to teach one of your 4 party members a spell, or alternatively, you can use it as an item to cast a high level equivalent of that spell. It's a very, very helpful thing in the early game in order to take care of some undead monsters with fire tomes and all that. But later on, we'll be picking up a different kind of tome in large quantities in order to essentially take out parties of enemies without really doing much, which is good.
Based on my shield experience, I probably could have done less attacks than I did on this fight, but just to be on the safe side, we're gonna do the proper amount.
Yeah.
That should give me... didn't give it to me on Maria, that's a problem. That's weird, because she had level 5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just run with her with level 6 shields, and that's gonna be that. Not much I can do.
Yeah, my stat grinding is done, but my guild list is should still be thinking of grinding for a bit more than usual, but I don't even have what I usually go for. He's barely so. But yeah, we are basically grinding Gil now also a bit, or at least look how much we get to buy fire tomes later, and yeah, depending on the encounter we get, 7 might be enough, we might need 13, it's great.
Meanwhile, SomeGirl has just grabbed the canoe, so she will be making her way to Summit Falls to join Double and Nikki.
Yeah, that should be it for my grinding.
Oh wow! So Nikki is currently made it to the first major boss of the. Well, I say first major boss, the first boss of the run, which is just a simple.
Grind Fizz also fine.
Hmm.
Like level 4 Fizz, this guy would already be no joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting fact, this guy can drop 0, 150 or 300 gil, which is 0, 1 or 2 fire tomes. I got 0 gil, but I got the Mistral X drop, which I don't know how much it's worth, but it should be a bit.
Meanwhile, we see that Dubldrop is just reached the sergeant as well.
So yeah, I'd say with like that. Oh, I got the Mistral X too, Nikki. I'd say with that grinding, I lost about a minute and a half, but Nikki saved a lot of time on me by having step route.
Yeah, the step route is while you can obviously run the game without having a step route. If you know where the encounters are, if you know how many you're going to be expecting as well, it gives you quite an advantage because you can plan ahead.
Yeah, so in this case, I think it was less step out. This was more optimized grinding, maybe. What I did was, in the first part, where you just kill everything, I put Maria to back row to ensure level 3. And I only grinded shields to level 6.
Well, to be honest...
Okay, yeah, so you saved a fight on me.
Shield level 6 saves 2 minutes.
The manip is also good because you skip a lot of encounters, so...
Hey,
Not
Don.
at this point yet, and hey, Don.
Hello, Deln.
But yeah, later on,
Hello.
it will be a major thing also.
Yeah, you only grinding shields to level 6 is a time save over me, for sure. So this is probably the most annoying backtrack of the game. You're going all the way back to Altair, literally just to give the mithril to the guy, and then you're going on to the next dungeon.
Yeah, but the best minigame is coming up.
That's true.
I love this minigame.
I quite enjoy it.
Better than
It's still
FF1
a bit to
though.
go, but
Oh, yeah, it really
Oh, yeah.
is.
It's better than 15 puzzle for sure.
Oh yeah, but first gotta make a stop in Diamond. So, Baskin. You guys are gonna get the pass now. Now we're going to the Basque tours for Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get there so we can get the pass to board the battleship, as they call it. But in this game, it's a dreadnought. I assume you're picking up all those extra chests for safety, because normally I don't think you would pick those.
No, I always take them up. I was thinking about grinding more enemies for 150 more gil and decided against it.
Well, it's not like all enemies can drop 150 though, because they all drop a different amount. If
Most
you're
of
lucky.
them don't. I would have to probably have fought 3 more encounters for it. Instead, I'll just safety save in case I run out of fire tones. Or am in danger of running out of fire tones.
How many fire tones do you have?
So my notes say I go for 2,200 to have 9. I'm not sure if the one in the chest is in there, and I'm not sure what the Miserable X sells for. Which the Sergeant drops.
Doesn't sell for all that much, if I recall.
But it should
Might get you like one
fire
extra.
tone.
Yeah, you get I think 1 extra off of it.
Well, depending on what you get though.
I think missile shields cost 500, so it would sell for 250 probably.
I was thinking to myself, hey, I'm having a good bath segment, and then I remembered you have to watch the cutscene in GBA.
But then the other way around. My PSP run actually only remembered halfway at the Cyclone cutscene. Hey, you can skip cutscenes.
If you ever need extra money, I think you can get some. You can take some encounters in Basque sewers, because it's not mostly goblins, and most of the enemies there drop more gills than they do.
Also, to be fair, Nikki, I never have the problem with remembering to skip the cutscenes in PSP, because like Palki, I mash through cutscenes. Shoutouts to Palki. Always mashing through cutscenes. It's a bad habit. Alright, so we have the pass now that will allow us to board the Dreadnought when we get there.
Yeah, but first there's another stop you guys are gonna do in Altair.
Or going back to Altair. Oh, Altair. Freaking English names.
They have like 2 or 3 different way of translating the name.
So here I'm gonna buy my boat back real fast, and then I'm also going to buy the airship to Salamand in advance. And talk to Sid and learn airship.
Yeah,
I'd like
it's
to do
fast.
airship earlier so that you could just mash through the text with the guard in Baths. It's a very, very minor optimization.
Yeah, so they're gonna learn Goddess Bell, which let them take Joseph with them, so they can get another key item to access another cave, which is the snow cave in this case, and that's their next destination.
Well, it's 350 for the Mr. Lex. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's 3 more, I think, right?
I'm selling an extra backlight just for another fire tone. Oh god damn it. Yep. Could we please?
Is that 13 fire tomes?
That was 13 fire tones.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's with me. Yeah, I forgot that in my notes actually.
Who missed that, but now
Yeah,
that
just
encounter
as
right?
later get a goblin encounter and don't really care, but...
What?
Just me and myself.
Am I missing something?
Did you get the keyword in the throne room?
I forgot to learn Sunfire. Rip.
Oh no! That means so you have to go back.
Yeah, I have to go
To-
back. That's annoying.
2 paths. You only said airship from City Hot Sun.
I
Damn.
knew I was going to miss one keyword in this run, and I just didn't know which one it was.
Oh, Sunfire.
This one's not so bad. As long as I remember to learn Wyverns and don't lose 4 minutes, we're fine.
No, that's not good.
That is gonna lose a good chunk of time, though.
Yeah, probably about a minute and a half, I think.
Mm-hmm. So Nicky's coming to 7th Fall again to get the
There we go.
snowmobile, or yeah, how would they spell in this game? The
Snowcraft.
snow.
The major
snow,
The major downside to what just happened for me is that I have to spend money on the ship again, which might mean 1 less fire tome.
Yeah, ship is 30, I think, only, so...
Yeah, you have to buy it
60.
twice. Yeah. I have 1700 before selling.
Ooh. Well, hopefully you have enough for next dungeons, because that's going to be crucial. If you run out, that's going to be really bad. Well, Nicky just got the snowcraft now. Gonna make our way to the snow field and start up the awesome minigame that is the memory card game.
Yeah.
And I'll explain it when they get there, but it's very simple how to get through it without missing a single match. Can get 0 miss very easily.
Okay, I got 11 fires, so we should be fine.
Good. But yeah, as soon as you enter the snowfield, you just Alt X or circle, whatever, and you just mash the other button. And what she's gonna do is try to finish. How many do you do? 4?
3.
3? But that works too. She's gonna.
Normally we do 2, but for marathon safety, assuming Nicky is doing 3.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're gonna clear the first few and like take notes of that, like where everything is. Probably just screenshot or write it down, whatever they do. And they're gonna skip up to 32. Like they're gonna skip the next grids until they count 32. And when they go around, when you count 32, the next grid after that starts again to number 1. So the one she cleared, she's going to redo it again with no miss. So this way she gets 0 miss win and just racks in the money.
It seems like the way that Nicky's doing it, she's memorized she's basically written down 1 and she's gonna loop around each time.
Yeah, we have a program that's a screenshot taker, so basically we just click 1 button and it screenshots the first puzzle, and then we just redo the first puzzle 3 times or 2 times.
That seems, I wouldn't say a little bit slower, but I don't know. I usually just starts the first 2 or 3, screenshot that, and then just go around and do the
I
first.
write it down, which is definitely not the fastest way to do it, but I mean,
So
it
what-
also depends on which pattern you get. Like, there are a really nice pattern where you basically can memorize half of it already. Like in my
And they're all
case, I had 2 pairs, which were all 4 corners, but the rest was garbage. Nothing close to each other.
The one thing as well that you sort of have to be careful for, if you're having to do it quite a few times, you really have to pay attention. But if it's only once or twice or 3 times, then if you get a you basically, the prize you get is based on how many mistakes you make. So if you get 0 mistakes, you get the best prize. But if you get 0 mistakes, then there's a time that's saved for 0 mistakes, 1 mistake, 2 mistakes, etc. So if you get the best time for that amount of mistakes as well, you get the top prize. But if you don't beat that time, then you get a much lower prize, which as far as gil, it's half the amount of gil, and the items that you get are different as well. So if you're having to do it multiple times, then...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was 30 if you don't beat the time, and then 40 or 45,000 if you actually beat it.
I think from what I remember, at least in the PSX version, I believe it's 40 and then 20 for not
That was a
beating
really
your first
slow
track.
first puzzle.
20 is really not very good. If you miss beating your best time, which should never happen, to be honest, you just get
Are you
lower
serious?
skills. So
I went over it by 1. Where's Maria?
but yeah, if you close the mini game before actually finishing getting the amount of money you need, the grid's all resets, so you have to redo it all over.
Deleted my screenshot too. Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
Okay, this is annoying, but not the biggest deal in the world.
there are worse, definitely worse.
There are worse things that could happen.
So yeah, you could not see I was unable to run away from icicles. Level 6 shield plus buckler is a kinda bad combination.
Where's Furion? Furions are...
Fortunately, we get rid of them pretty soon.
Yeah, it's the Snow Cavern is one of the first dungeons that has inescapables, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
the first 3 encounters of mine.
That's pretty
this
good.
one- There's a, I guess in this game the
12, 13, 14,
what
15,
actually
16,
blocks
17,
you
18, 19,
is
20,
the
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
the enemy groups itself. It's not a
Yeah,
single enemy.
Yes, it's
yeah.
always the groups that counts.
It could be one ghoul, or it could be one ghoul and a zombie head or a head, whatever it is. And in this case, it would be the group of both of them that would block you, but the ghoul by himself would not. So, yeah. So
So-
it is really weird.
Here we see Nikki
What?
coming up against the Adamantoys, which is the
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
next boss. Seems like she's using Blizzard tomes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are basically 3 ways to beat it. Isaac at first level 7. Level 6 and 5 you have to get pretty lucky. Use 5, very rarely 4 Blizzard tomes, or try to use a teleport tome.
You can get teleport to him in this cave, but it's guarded, and I don't think it's worth getting.
This cave also, well, but yeah.
But being able to use the tomes, you're able to have the majority of your party in the back row, which is infinitely safer than letting the Adamantoys wail on them with
Also, this is a
physicals.
goddess spell.
Cool.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I was trying to count with the commentary and I wasn't able to count right, so I just...
Yeah, my bad for that, but
Sorry about that, man.
The annoying part of that was when I hit the screenshotter program, it screenshotted the result screen because it lagged for a second. So I had to redo a puzzle to get a proper screenshot.
Yeah. Well, Nicky is gonna fight Borgen now. Borgen is blocking your way out, and well, he's
Good
not.
first move from Borgen,
great.
healing himself at full health.
He usually does that.
Nice.
Use a potion at the first turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine I have actually managed to have a run in which I forgot to front row my characters.
Ooh.
Being able to kill off Joseph is literally the worst in this fight. I remember I did level 5 shield strats, and at the end of the fight, Maria had level 6.
Wow.
Which is 12 turns.
Well, hey, at least Borgen is good at killing off Joseph, I suppose.
No.
No, he's not. His attack is so low. Yeah, his attack is definitely not high enough to kill anybody.
Yes, he could one-shot Maria, but Maria has like 75 HP. It's like...
Well, okay.
The massive boulder afterwards. Like...
Who would leave Maria in the front? Well, what if you would kill Maria? That's a good question. To be honest, I would not leave Maria in the front. I guess another safe way you could do it is have Guy in the front by himself with Fury on, but at level 5 Fist, I don't know. That's very good, but...
Yeah, you could, but I don't think it would matter too much. I mean...
Nah.
The random encounters here are pretty chill.
Bargain is not that great.
Even if Bargain kills Maria, he will still die in one turn.
Yeah, he's not that good. But Maria, I think with level 6 shield... yeah, well, I guess if you leave her in the front with no shield, yeah, she's gonna take a beating, but... yeah, I wouldn't probably not leave her in the front, even though you would still die in one round anyway. Just so you don't end up losing your character with the most evasion.
How was your snow cave, Nikki?
4 unrunnables?
4?
4 bombs.
It was a sub 40 bell, so that's good.
Whatever.
I'm at 1 right now. I'm on my way to Adamantoise.
3 right at the beginning and 1 later on.
So yeah, now that Nikki actually finished the minigame, she's gonna start buying a lot of stuff. Mostly the most important item in this entire game is gonna be teleport tomes.
We're pretty much just gonna spam that on every boss.
Yeah, and funny fact, every single boss in this game can be affected with teleport or the matter element. In this case, I think it's called matter. Yeah, except one boss. Except the very final boss. Every single boss can be affected by it.
But it's okay though, there's other ways of killing him.
Yes. But we'll get to that later.
So here we see Double going with the Blizzard strats for Adamantoise as well. I really like this strat because it's basically you're able to do quite a heavy amount of damage, and at the same time Adamantoise is like, why can't I reach them? He can't do physicals on almost all of your party. So it's really good. Meanwhile, SomeGirl has just picked up the pass. And I believe Nikki is heading for cash-in.
Did you see that drop?
Ooh, that's a nice
Diamond
drop.
Shield. We're in
That
there,
is
boys.
good. That is
We
really
in there.
good.
We in there, boys. That's gonna make up for my level 6 shield on Maria.
That shield is by far the best drop you can get.
That was a really, really nice drop because the quality of your shield as well has an effect on all of your stats as well. So that's a really good drop.
I assume. Wait, which one is Mithril? No, Mithril Crystal Shield. Was
I think there's the ice shield that we
Or
bought,
ice shield.
later on. I think.
that's 6
we
or
don't-
7%. So
I don't buy the ice shield in this route.
No, but if you get a good drop like this,
Yeah.
it definitely
But
makes a difference. So.
I just run with Mithril shields to the end of the game, usually.
I mean,
It would help.
usually you get Mithril and Leather Shield on whoever has the most evasion, in this case Maria, but...
Would help if I was actually equipped properly.
But, yeah. Also, the music in Catch and Keep is the best in the game, in my opinion. That's by far my favorite too. It's so calm.
If you can kill Joseph, I'll be very happy. Forget to front row my characters. Trying to go too fast.
Here we see one of the first enemy group that you cannot run away from, the were-rats. The were-rat by itself blocks you, so... But nothing a teleport cannot fix.
Teleport tomes are a beautiful thing. They really are.
I am glad that they exist.
Attaboy, Joseph.
So SomeGirl has just learned the Goddess Bell word, which is good.
Yeah. Making our way to the shop first and then Salamander.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki going through Cash and Keep at a decent pace.
Yeah, right now every encounter seems to be unrunnable, but that happens.
Oof.
Yeah, but it's fine though, because in this
Runnables
one,
here are not dangerous, I would say.
only one group of encounter you cannot use teleport on, so that's a little bit
It's a
bad.
few, actually, and with one I'm not sure because it's so rare that I've actually not tested enough, I guess. Which is the Goblin Prince.
Oh, the Goblin Prince you
Goblin
cannot
Guy.
run. You cannot run from that.
Yes, question is, can you teleport them?
Yes, you can. And yeah, I've got it. It's very rare to get the Goblin Prince, but you can teleport it. So
So on Double's screen, we're unfortunately watching the death of Joseph, and on SomeGirl's screen, we're seeing the party meet Joseph for the first time. So sad. That's the second of very, very many deaths in this game.
Yeah.
So many that there's even a bonus storyline that you can play on the
the Dawn of Soul.
Dawn of Souls, yeah, where you can basically be like, you have like loads of dead people at your disposal. Like, okay.
Well, if you do a speed run and you try to do this, what is it called, Soul of Rebirth?
Solar Rebirth or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do it after doing a speed run, I'll say good luck to you, because your character is going to be super under level, super under your stat.
Yep.
Their stats are going to be so low that every encounter will just kill you. So
And basically every encounter is unrunnable. It's great.
there's one, I think, that you can actually run from, which I
Yes,
saved
you
and
can
quit
see
a
it
lot.
doesn't make it better.
No, it's not. Until you get Dragoon at the end, then it makes it way easier. But still. Here's Nikki is starting to fight the Red Soul, which will cast a couple of spells until he runs out of MP and just starts to melee you. Or try to, anyway.
Yeah. Maria is so freaking low on HP that she dies before the first attack.
She dies in one hit. Well, not always in one hit, but it depends on the damage roll.
Yeah, usually she survives one, but yeah, with 35 HP. There is a reason I didn't even try.
Well, we're fine now. Usually Guy has enough HP to solo the Red Soul by himself. but
Yeah, unfortunately his damage rolls are pretty weak, but...
yeah, 4 hits is really not great. Also,
Okay. Did 2 extra steps, so I wasn't sure anymore if I can just run towards the torch.
this is where the Goblin Prince can start to troll you, is when you go to the flame. The Goblin Prince just appears in a random fight there, and you're just down with 1 or 5 HP, or how low you are, and you didn't heal. And then they just start to bully you. So
Yeah, the problematic thing is that you are only good at running away when you have shields equipped. Without shields, don't run.
Alright, now that Nikki has the Sunfire, she's going to go down and go to the Battleship or Dreadnought. I don't know what I'll call it. I'll just call it Dreadnought because that's
The big ship.
yeah, the big blue ship that you're seeing right now. But yeah, now she's going to go down and go to that very same ship. But first, she's gonna have to cross a giant desert, which has a lot of very nasty encounter. But the best way to do it is take one of the Chocobo in Choco Forest, and every single encounter will be at 0, so you'll never get any on it, which is the best way to get there. I don't think a lot of people know that there is a Choco Forest right there.
And casually, when I didn't know where to go, I always went to the Chocobo Forest and tried every place. And yes, for me, the arena was one I wanted to go out in so many times. Even though the desert around it would kill me all the time.
What
Diamond Shield
happened?
take 2, let's go.
What happened to SomeGirl? I just see her in the start game.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll probably writing them down. All right.
Oh,
There.
damn it, I looked at my guild. Good shot, me. So I'm now 6 steps behind. I was like, wait,
Well,
can't be at 11. My steps can't be okay.
alright, so SomeGirl is doing the puzzle mini game while Dubldrop is going
Slowly.
through Cash on Keep.
Slowly going to Kachon.
Oh man, this is the best. Well, actually, this is one of the worst things that can happen when enemy left and you refuse to just die.
Aye.
But yeah, now Nikki is going through the battleship, and first, what you have to do, well, your main goal in the ship is to blow it up, but you have another objective to do first.
So
and
those are
it's-
the encounters I don't want to see. It's the ones with shadows.
Yeah, shadows are unrunnable.
The reason I don't want to see them is because I have to waste fire spells on them, and we want to keep as many as we can for the Dreadnought. Because shadows are immune to teleport. Oh, that one was runnable though.
I think
Is
if
it
it's just shadows, then
Then it's
No,
runnable,
it's-
yeah.
Just Shadow is runnable, but Shadow and Ghoul, or
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
equivalent of that is.
So
not.
the interesting thing with FF2 is that an unrunnable encounter is not always unrunnable. It can be runnable in one dungeon and unrunnable in the next, or even, for that matter,
Yeah.
runnable on one floor and unrunnable on the next.
Can we get some update on SomeGirl situation right now? Doesn't seem to have moved in the
Yeah.
last 5 minutes.
kind of concerning.
Yeah, I'm wondering what is happening. Alright. Well, this is another encounter you cannot run from. The Ghast. I think was it a shadow? I couldn't really read fast enough.
There we go.
Ah, here we go. SomeGirl is back on track. Also, there's a lot of encounters you cannot run from in the battleship, but
Especially in the early floors, yeah, almost.
yeah.
All encounters are unrunnable. Later on, it becomes.
But it's okay though, because there's only one enemy or one encounter that you cannot teleport, but the rest you can. So it's not a big problem. But there's about 6 floors that you have to get through the battleship. Yeah, 6 counting the one where you go and save the.
This is a pretty awful catch one, to be honest.
Well, at least you made it safe and sound to the red flame.
Diamond Shield is messing with my menus.
To be honest, I think that just having the spear there actually screw around with it too. But
Preemptive Red Soul is quite nice.
That's really nice.
Definitely, yeah. The fight actually becomes dangerous if it is an ambush.
oh yeah, that is.
Fight strikes.
That
My
saves
good
me
friend
from having to throw potions.
My good friend Gordon doing 0 damage as usual. Alright.
That's the torch. Ah,
Moving
mine.
away to the Sunfire now. Yeah, mines are not that great to fight, but
They still don't take too
they can
long
be
with
nice.
teleport tomes.
yeah, sometime one of them will
really
just decide
love
to
to spam me
not
right
do it.
now. This is like, I don't know, my 6th mine encounter in the battleship.
Some girl making her way through the snow cave.
Mm.
Pretty decent pace though. I can see that she's not getting a lot of unrunnable encounters so far.
Nice.
And getting a lot of icicle, which is pretty good.
This floor of the Dreadnought is my personal least favorite, just because it's just so awkward. It's just a massive amount of blocks, but it's just people stood in the wrong places every time, and it's just
The maze floor.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you can actually fight them by just talking to them, they don't go away even if you beat them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so lucky I can't even put it in
Oh, yeah, that's a very nasty.
This
That's
is
a
the
very
one
nasty encounter.
ambush in this place.
That
Oh
was.
my god.
Yeah,
And,
I definitely say.
Magician.
and I haven't saved since
Yeah,
so,
it was
because,
4
well,
magicians.
except that nothing kills you here.
4 magician is really bad.
In
But,
general, magician, it's the ambushes you don't want to see throughout the whole run.
But it's cool now. Nick is just about to be done with it, so.
On my way to the Dreadnought now.
Yeah, and as I said about fire tomes, I have 4 left.
Wow.
While I think 1 actually grinded for 2 from the Mistral Egg. Maybe 3 from the Mistral Eggs. But yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. but now that she's done with the battleship, you don't really need to worry about fire tomes that much anymore.
No, we will just now buy a whole lot of them and set.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
the
kill I
hard part
have
is done.
saved from the mini game? It will be enough to go through the run.
Yeah. It's the only risky part is running out of fire tomes early on. But it's alright right now. You'll go back to Altair and just buy a lot of them.
I think I have 7 fire spells left. Should not be a problem for Dreadnought.
Nah, usually not. I mean, RNG is RNG, but
I mean, I have gotten 3 wraiths out of 5 encounters, so we'll see.
especially thanks to the fact that you found out that we can teleport some of the undeads, should be good.
Well, most of them, anyway.
Yeah, basically the classic ghoul sprites you can, so ghouls and ghasts. Shadows and rays you can't.
So many ambushes.
Alright, so now that Nikki's leaving Altair, the next objective is to find a ship. And there's only one place where you can find it, and it's in Palu. Now that you talk to Layla, she's going to lend you a ship, or that's what she says, but she's not going to lend you the ship for free. Now to get the ship, you'll have to get through a fight, which is really easy. Nothing to worry
There's
about
actually
there.
a fun, well, at least kind of fun fact. So earlier we had Gordon in our party who left, and all 3 characters before were in back row. So if you're in step route and don't get an encounter up to this place, then we are still in back row, which just means if the pirates ambush you, you're still in back row, nothing happens, and you go to front row. So you actually don't need to be afraid of ambushes.
Just a safety precaution.
Yeah, it's nice if you have it. Unfortunately, I completely ripped my step route. Well, not completely, I just don't know how many extra steps I actually did. Because I accidentally went into the weapon shop. If I knew that, I could fix it pretty soon.
Well, now you beat the pirates. Leia's going to join you, and she has one item equipped that is very useful to Furion. And I don't know if you guys talked about the agility thing or not. But I'll say it again anyway.
Not sure how much Rory did about that earlier.
All right. Well, did he say that agility is what that agility for Firion counts towards ambushes and stuff?
Oh no, I didn't mention that. No, I didn't.
I didn't even know that.
All right. So Firion agility is the only stat that truly matter in this run, because the game looks only at Firion's agility when deciding, oh, you're gonna get ambushed, or oh, you're gonna get a preemptive there. So the more agility Firion has, the lower your chance of getting an ambush is going to be. And having golden airpins, black garb, and whatever the other one is, the thief gloves, I think, equipped, they all give 10 agilities to Furion. And that is really good because 30 agility reduce the ambush rate by quite a lot, I'd say. It's still pretty major.
I don't want to make up strats on the fly now, because I actually do not know that.
So
And
yeah, that's
usually gets a black up in Dice Cave.
but yeah, that's the only reason why you would equip Golden Erpin, Black Garb, and Thief Gloves on a Firion.
How much does it actually matter? Like, if you know it, did you actually feel it?
I'd say I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but I would say 30 agility is about 20% difference. I'd say.
Wow.
It's quite a lot. That's why it's done in the run. It really helps for later dungeons. It does a massive difference.
Jade Passage is all about ambushes.
Yeah.
That mine encounter on the last step of the Dreadnought was annoying.
Oh god. I should
Double up
barely
is
be
done
able
with
to
the
fix
ship.
it.
Here's your first real boss, which you're going to teleport away. Usually you do not get ambushed by him, but having to fight 4 of them reduce the chance of teleporting them away. But as soon as you get like 1 or 2 out, the fight is already won, so it's not that big of a deal. And having Layla in the front to tank up the hit also saves you 1 turn in case you miss them. But yeah, this cave right here is, I think, one of the only dungeon except Semitfall, which there's no encounter that can really block you, or unrunnable
all
encounters.
encounters
Yeah,
are
they're all
runnable.
escapable encounters, I think.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that matters is if you get ambushed or not. But other than that, you can just run away from everything. And this is one of the worst place in the game right now. Is the
Wow. And
what's
actually,
this island called again?
only 4
Diced.
steps behind. This is Dice.
Oh,
This is the
Dice.
first
Okay.
place where step out actually matters.
Yeah, because Dice have
And I saw
a
they did
lot of
12 extra
unrunnable
steps,
encounters.
but at least going into the freaking shop didn't matter. So I only did 8 extra and had to do 12, so yeah. Back
So
on
yeah, so
track.
in Dice Cave there is one encounter that is the worst encounter of all. It's basically an auto reset. Unless you put everybody in the front row, but nobody is gonna do that. So. But if we ever see them, then you'll know who it is. But in general, every encounter in this cave are not that hard to fight through.
A lot of encounters require teleportomes, and teleportomes take a while, which is why one or two encounters is actually pretty nice here.
Yeah.
It saves a reasonable amount of time. Before that, it was like, well, you can run away anyway. You save maybe a second or two. But nothing that really matters.
Now you get the pendant. You'll show it to the dragon in the dice castle, and he's gonna give you an egg. And after that is when the nightmare begins for the dice cave. So. But it has nothing on Mysidia's. Mysidia's is by far the worst place, I think.
Mm.
But it's gonna be in a little bit, so.
This city is what I like to call Reset City.
Yeah, one of the first places where you just non-stop reset.
Yeah. Just some pretty awful encounters in
Really
Cave. It's
awful.
just
It's the red and yellow souls you don't want to see.
oh,
Oh, please.
I almost forgot they existed.
Yeah,
You have
obviously,
to- yeah.
Dice Cave is the first one with yellow souls, and obviously, in the practice where I checked how I want Step Route to be, is the only time I ever had no yellow souls in this cave. Obviously, that's never gonna happen again, and I just ran from an unrunnable.
Was that a 2 Fire Tome Pirates? That's pretty good. Normally takes 3.
Getting 2 cycle on the pirates is
That's
not
pretty
something a
rare
lot of people
on all
I've seen.
angles, then.
But yeah, no, the
I
yellow
hope that Maria
souls.
goes last, because then you at least 3-shot everyone together.
By the way, yellow souls in Dice Cave, you will most likely see them. Like, their
Yeah.
encounter rate is very high.
So why would I
So-
say saving here? I actually know that.
They're also not fun.
No, definitely not. Also, Revenant is a 6% chance to encounter, if I remember. It's the lowest percentage in this dungeon, and seeing it is like a sigh of relief, because that's one of the only encounters you can run away from.
Yeah.
Which encounter?
Revenant.
Oh. Yeah, Revenant is, it's nice to see.
Well, yeah, you'll see a lot of yellow souls from now, because the B2 floor. Well, actually, it's not the highest encounter rate though. Like, the next 2 floors are going to be the one with the high encounter rate on yellow souls.
Yeah,
Like-
don't worry. After getting 2 Revenant encounters, you know what's gonna happen.
You don't want to jinx yourself with that. Yeah, it's already
know.
starting, so
It already happened.
it's already going on. So that's one yellow soul encounter for Nikki. Getting the undead is not terrible
really
because
fast.
fire tome. Yeah.
Mm.
One fire
It's-
dome and it's gone.
It's still 1 fire tome, so it's all good.
Also, you get a bit more gil for the next teleport tome buy. Yeah, come on, give me more.
Oh god. Which floor is this? No, it's floor 2 still? B2?
No, it's just the
B-
first in P3.
Oh, B3 is 37% chance to see a yellow soul. So, we're gonna see a lot of them,
Dang.
if we're unlucky.
We get like 5 encounters also here, I think.
About 4 or 5, yeah.
Not actually sure, I just remember it's pretty long.
You have to go around the floor from the left in a clockwise pattern. But that's fine though. The Ilgigas, even though it's unrunnable, it's not terrifying.
Yeah, but if they troll, they can take a lot of teleportons.
If you get 2 Ilgigas, then yeah, that could be a little bit of problems, but in general, Yellow Souls are the only thing that you do not want to see. Like the other you don't really care about, but Yellow Souls.
I actually thought about it, even though I get one pretty early in this floor, I only get 3 on here.
That is really good.
Didn't know it was that good.
Well, it's not great to see them, but I
No,
mean,
but knowing that I get a few encounters on the floor with just many Yellow Souls.
right now, Dubldrop is finishing Bighorn, and then should make its way to Dice Town.
The last Bighorn is trolling me.
While SomeGirl is starting to going through the battleship. And the first encounter is a war rat, but in this dungeon, you can actually run from them. So
I was like, I've never seen this encounter before.
The Chimera.
No, the one before, the dual head Adamantoise.
Oh
also,
no.
yeah, I have to redo that encounter. Good job.
Did you get ambushed?
I got Chimera ambushed. I forgot that existed. I mean, I know it from random encounters, but I kind of had it in the boss fight. Also, it can be just one Chimera. Just saying.
Chimera ambush is if you fight 4 of them. I'm not sure in the GB version if you can fight like less than 4, but
you can. I had 1.
Okay, well, if you get ambushed and then there's 4 chimeras, you pretty much reset because
Blaze kills Fury and Maria, double Blaze kills Guy. And Layla has to tank everything anyway.
Yeah, some bosses like that can you can fight 1 up to 4 of them. But I think the Bighorns is the only one that you always fight 4, but I'm not sure. I have never seen less than 4.
I know you can fight 1 on PSP. My PSP PB has 1, I think.
Alright, so now we're done with Dice Island. We are going to go back all the way to Altair. While Dubldrop is starting Dice Cave, well, the first Dice Cave where you get the pen, but the nightmare for him is about to start. If he was lucky, he's not going to find any Yellow Souls, but
yeah, I mean 2 in the end is still not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the worst that I've got was about 15, but
that sounds horrible.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I really don't know how far apart from each other you guys are time-wise, but
probably about 6 minutes.
It's about 6 to 10 minutes for up with SomeGirl. But actually, maybe more, but yeah.
8 minutes behind PB right now, I think.
I forgot to even turn up on the timer. Usually I have just a blank timer running. But I think I don't know more than 2-hour sub-2 ultimatum is a dream to aim for in PB attempts.
Right now, Nikki is about to fight the Lamia Queen. Lamia Queen has high evasion or high magic resistance,
And really high
so
agility.
so the chance to teleport her away is not very high, but you can still teleport her in
Still
one
there.
turn. So yeah, in
I'm
one.
not sure about
turn.
Chaos, but with level 6 shield threat, the Lamia Queen is the only enemy I know that can be faster than you.
Lamia Queen has very high agility, or very high evasion. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Also, Lamia Queen perfectly attacking. Don't know when I've seen that last time.
Let's see, Lamia Queen. Huh. Yeah, that is really not a great fight so far. The Lamia Queen can take up to 50 tries to teleport away. Yeah. I mean,
It's
I've
seen
seen
more
it before.
often. It's not the last one.
So yeah, she has 7 magic resistance. So
Oh, there's my first yellow soul.
doing a spell of 8, a level 8 spell against 7 magic resistance is not too great.
So god damn it, she dropped the wrong stuff. Well, usually Lamia Queens, at least lastly now, drop the Diamond Cuirass, but it can't drop a ribbon, which negates all status effects as in most other games, which is really nice for the final boss.
Yeah, it's pretty much only good for final boss.
Yeah, but it's nice to have.
And now we kill Lamia Queen. It's not going to be too hard for a little bit. Mostly the arena is not going to be too hard. The arena can troll you really, really hard, but most of the time you'll just get through it really smoothly. It's like
Usually
40
it's not
encounters.
the boss that trolls you there.
No, it's the encounters. The encounters, there's one encounter that can troll you really hard, and it's the Spectre, I think it's called.
Yeah, it just petrify you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
basically
petrifying.
Had that
specters or magicians. But there's also a freakingly high ambush rate. I think. I remember getting a lot of ambushes here all the time.
Won't be able to tell you right off the bat, but
But yeah, we have a kind of small back-to-back bosses, which are pretty close. With Lamia Queen, Behemoth, and the next one.
Yeah, and Behemoth is the next split, I believe.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, since it's the boss I'm fighting right now.
yeah. And Behemoth, just like Lamia Queen, can just take forever to teleport away.
That's 2.
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, you
Second
usually do it
try.
like 1 up to 4 tries, but you know, sometimes the game just never wants to let you teleport it away. You just go up to like 35, you know?
Yeah, 35 you would die at some point, but yeah, I've died to stupid bosses already.
I mean, it would go up to 35 if you are like me and using Phoenix Down to revive while you do it. Not that it matters too much. But your good friend Paul happens to be around and just saves you.
Yeah.
And just disappeared, so yeah. But this is where the worst things can happen in this floor. You get 1 up to 3 encounters. you're like very unlucky. But yeah, 2 is there.
I get
And you
you.
can fight. Yeah, you can fight specters, and specters can just petrify you right off. If you get ambushed, you'll most likely be petrified.
Here's the one Chimera.
One camera is very good.
If I got a first turn teleport, that would have been a gold diced. And it was like 2
Ooh.
seconds off gold. I just saved 2 minutes.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice one.
Also, specters can take 2 or 3 turns to kill if you're
Should be
very.
every time too if you use Maria. Pretty sure about that. If you don't use
Yeah.
Maria, I think it can take 3. That's true.
Yeah, he has about 300 HP.
Another problem with them as well is the fact that I believe they have a spell that can essentially petrify the entire party.
Yep, they have
Yeah,
AoE
they-
break.
Yeah, break level 6, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much just goes through everything that you have, and you cannot block it. Well, it's very rare if
Basically
you can
kills your
block it.
party.
But yeah, no, specters are not that hard to deal with. If you don't get ambushed, you'll be fine. Also, SomeGirl is about to gain control of the ship itself. While
Nicky is headed back to Finn and is
On
going to
foot.
be
Yeah.
helping
Oh
the
my.
resistance.
I'm not sure, but I think oh god. So I just encountered Gigantoads. I usually only go through the desert because I have only encountered them in the forest before, and I know in the forest they are unrunnable. So
Yeah,
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure
desert.
they are also here unrunnable, so I just teleported them away.
I'm pretty sure they're unrunnable.
Yeah, they are unrunnable in the desert. I can confirm that.
But good to see that avoiding the forest doesn't do anything.
I think the so-called hitbox for the forest will detect a couple tiles of the desert as well. So like you'll encounter the Gigantoads in a very, very small area of the desert.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the case.
I mean, you can encounter Mysidia enemies near Altair, so the
Yeah.
borders overlap.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're going to Finn Castle. We find Layla again, and then we are gonna fight Godos. It's not too bad because Godos has high magic resist, but not as much as the Lamia Queen, or not as much as the Bim, but we're fine. Should be very easy. Also, most encounters in this castle can be teleported away, if not all of them.
Alright, so I'm about to start Lamia Queen as well.
Good luck.
Thank you.
One cycle. Let's go.
May she not take all your teleportomes away?
So, Nicky's, well, I'll just be Gatos, so that wasn't too hard, but yeah, and so next part is gonna be going to Mysidia. Well, in general, the game would tell you, oh, let's get to Mysidia, you know? That's the next objective, but you have to find 2 masks, and one of them, well, happens to be there, so... Castle Finn has 5 floors, and the way it works, if you know what kind of encounter you get, the first floor usually takes 2 fire tones to clear for each encounter, pretty much, or the majority of them anyway, because it's mostly going to be undead enemies.
Oh wow, I got the ribbon.
No
Nice.
Yeah,
You
it's
got the
undead
ribbon.
enemies and Ostanas, I think.
Ribbon's pretty good. It's definitely a little bit safer and allows you to not get cursed.
I've never actually had the ribbon. I should stick
Or
that
slow.
on Furion?
No, you stick it later on Leon.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's only good for the final boss.
Right, okay. Makes sense.
Because if you get cursed on the final boss or slowed on the final boss,
Yeah,
whatever.
or blinded, I think he also can do. I think I did that last time. But yeah, they're just annoying status effects you don't want to deal with, if possible.
Yeah, because they lower your number of hits, which in general just makes you weak. So yeah, in Castlefin, floors 2, 3, and 4 all have runnable encounter. There's no encounter that can block you. And the last floor is pretty much all encounters blocks you. There's
The
not a
great
single
thing
one.
is
Are green souls unrunnable on 2
Yeah.
2 to 4?
they are runnable.
They are
I've
all
run off
runnable.
them. I've run away from them. The great
Every
thing
single
is that,
encounter.
and here we can see.
Went too far.
Could we
Yeah.
please now see that we can run away from green souls? I'm actually gonna vomit.
Oh,
But they're just curing you. They're just curing you. They're
just
helping.
care.
What's going on?
They're
they
helping.
really care really slowly.
Yeah, really, really slowly. God, could we not, game? Could we just run away?
They are helping.
They're actually unrunnable.
Thank you, green soul.
Thank you,
It's
Green Soul, for showing us that you're actually unrunnable. I'm speechless.
if you get one green soul and few enemies, you can actually run away from. But green soul by itself, I don't know. I've never encountered that. Apparently, green souls by itself is unrunnable. Good to know.
In floor 4. Good that we actually talked about it before the relay, because it recently happened in a run.
This is the weird part about the weird thing about FF2 is that encounters that you think are runnable or not are unrunnable ends up being the other way around.
I was
So.
gonna mention that in floor 5 you basically have all stalactites. And
Yeah.
all stalactite is also an encounter you can get on floor 4.
Yeah, but in floor 4 you can actually run from it.
Right, in floor 4s they are runnable. Also, I got
Yeah.
the same patterns as last time, which is why I opened the menu to not get green souls again.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that's how this game likes to be.
it is really weird.
It can be really consistent with its encounters by saving and reloading.
Yeah.
And you need to do something to change that.
But it's okay right now. You're about to be done with that floor, so all good.
So yeah, rips about Racket Dreams.
Well, now
Only one person can world
So-
record in the relay in FF2, and that was down last year.
Yeah, I did a mistake. I made the time too good beforehand.
That was after
was
getting
all-
halfway through Summit Falls and then hard locking.
it was all planned. It was all planned. PSP just hard locking. It just closed by itself. Like I wouldn't be able to tell you why, but it just did. So yeah. But this floor is not too hard or anything.
Not
Stalagmite.
like this.
Oh boy, that is
Mhm.
that is not a good encounter right
Not
there.
like this. Not like this.
Did
No.
Toad-
To just reset.
Yeah, but I think that would be safe.
That's why I saved, because I've seen that before.
Yeah.
What
So
happened? Camera ambush?
Toad,
No, I got a magician ambush flare right off the bat.
flare into Toad, which
Yeah.
Toad in this game is another form of instant death spell. So. So yeah,
Besides
Toad
teleport
would
and
be.
walk?
Yeah.
Exodus?
Toad, if you had to compare Toad with Teleport, Toad is much better at max level, but you cannot really
Alright.
gain access
Takes
to Toad.
2 fires to kill specters.
Gain access to level 16 Toad anyway. Level 8 Teleport is much better in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the best part about Toad is if you have one that was level 16, you get a special memory mini game.
Yeah, but we're not there, so it wouldn't save any time at all. It would
No, it's
makes
just
it.
a casual fun fact. Nothing
Yeah,
you would
it-
ever use in a speedrun.
Yeah, just get level 16 Toad and then just go do the minigame. Have 0 miss.
Get all the great items and still can't use them because you freaking have no stats on the weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, so we're near Mysidia now, Mysidia Cave. And this is another really bad part because most of the encounters are unrunnable, and getting ambushed by them is nearly game over, but not always. And now all you do in this town is just refill your teleport tones. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually hope that some drops would sell for something, but no.
Yeah.
Really
So now you're
nothing
gonna-
sells for anything here.
So getting the white mask earlier is good because you can place it right away on the statue, and it saves a lot of backtracking later. Normally in the casual playthrough, you wouldn't really get the white mask right away because you wouldn't think that you'd be able to find it right away. But yeah, in this one, you just straight up place it and then go to Mysidia's cave.
Got a counter right outside the castle, so instead of saving, I just went straight to Lilo.
The chance to get another encounter is basically 0 at this point, so.
Means I'm probably gonna get 2 before Godos. Yeah, that was pretty early.
So most of the encounters you see right now, like Killer Mantis, the wolves, they're all runnable encounters, and they are the encounters you want to see. In this case, the mine, which I can never tell which one is which, but the red one is
The red one
unrunnable.
is the one.
Unrunnable encounters. At that moment, the mine, I think, is actually runnable.
I don't think you can ever run from the mine if you kill the bomb or something.
No, you
like
can't.
that.
You can. It basically checks at the very
And
start
it
of the
never
fight.
appears
So.
alone, so yeah.
So they're never really unrunnable, but by itself it should be. If you ever see it. Which should probably never happen. Or probably does
it
not.
still isn't because you would have 0 bombs instead, which are just
Mhm.
hiding in the background.
Also, outside of Mysidia Cave, you can actually encounter a very, very rare encounter, which is also unrunnable. Which is also immune to instant death. So, but I'm not entirely sure who it is. But yeah,
Another
I think
Isekai
it's.
character. I'm not sure.
I'll
Would have to
see
go
if I
through
can find that real quick.
I think it's just specters. Oh, no ghosts. Right. It's the next level of specters. You do not want to find ghosts.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's the Behemoth. Behemoth is the super rare encounter that you can actually encounter on the world map.
Oh yeah, but can it kill you?
You got a behemoth? Wow.
No,
No,
but
no,
it's
no, no, no.
possible to encounter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you actually got one.
No. I only got bombs and mines like 3 times.
It was fairly decent RNG there.
And
So.
a big
You know, on the world
mine
map,
ray
you can
on
run
the
from them,
way.
right?
From
bombs and mines? Or no, it's the flans that you can run from.
You was a flans.
Yeah.
You can actually run everywhere from the flans.
The
I was
bomb
just
you cannot.
confused.
So, Dubldrop making his way through Finn's castle basements.
Saving
And-
souls.
And SomeGirl is going through Dice Cave right now.
For whatever reason, I've just always assumed that green souls were PSP exclusive because I've never actually seen them in GPA.
I've seen
Nah,
them
they're-
in PSX.
I
Yeah,
was sure I had them in one of my attempts and just ran from them.
I did run from them at some point, but
But yeah, not being able to run away twice is like, no.
it's a great indication of telling
Of
you
run.
reset right now.
Yeah, I mean, once can always happen,
Yeah.
but
Alright,
twice
so-
definitely not.
Mistake Cave is where everything just starts to be really bad. The majority of the encounters cannot be run. Well, you can actually run from a couple of them, but encounters like Wraith Specters and all that good stuff takes a long time if you get ambushed because they can just cast random status effect spells that takes forever.
Yeah.
But the-
the
but the
worst thing
worst,
is when you're
yeah.
waiting for break.
Waiting for your doom.
Like, does it happen or not? If it happens, I want to reset as fast as possible.
You can also, I believe, get cursed in this, which lowers your damage from your tomes by a lot.
I'm not sure if anyone besides ghosts can curse.
I think it drops your damage from like 150 to 50. So
Yeah, your fire tomes just don't deal damage anymore.
you're just gonna be waiting there for your doom again. But no, there's one encounter, the red souls and the yellow souls encounter that is really bad and is most likely going to be the instant reset encounter.
It's the reason we
Grease.
save all the time.
3 stalagmites on floor 5 is rather annoying. Normally I get 2.
I'll say, yeah, obviously having more enemies to teleport away lowers your chance to actually teleport them away, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't feel like it.
Watch out, Nikki, I'm catching up. It's 2 gold splits in a row.
White mask done for
I never
double tap.
compare to splits when I do stuff like this, but I usually have a timer. Just that it tells me that I'm horribly far away from PD. At the points I actually remember time stuff.
Yeah. Getting through Missidix Cave at a pretty decent pace, but as I said that,
It already happened, don't worry.
red moves and yellow souls. I know that encounter is just instant reset. It's the only encounter I think you actually reset from. So
Yeah, you have multiple versions of this encounter, but in general, yes.
Three to kill ghosts, good to know.
Now SomeGirl is just making her way to Lamia Queen.
yeah, let's see if one person is at least going to get one cycle.
It is not that rare, actually.
Let's get some teleports.
Well, one cycle as in one teleport, no, but
Okay, it happens. But
We
not
can
very
only
often.
dream.
Wow,
It
that was kind
happened.
of close. I was down to 6 teleports, so I didn't even realize.
wow, that was a really close one then.
Yeah, that's another nice part. You have step route, you get less of the annoying dice encounters, you save a few teleport tomes.
That flying ray though is not being cooperated right now.
Yeah, flying ray is actually the reason why I immediately threw off level 5 shield plants because I
Yeah.
don't want encounters like Flying Ray to be faster than me.
Yeah. SomeGirl is not having it's not having any luck right now. Oh, never mind. Third tome, the charm.
Nice.
So it is basically a one cycle, but
Red
very-
Soul on
very
the
good
world
fight,
map.
so.
Oh, what was her drop then?
I didn't see it. Didn't
Oh, by
notice
the
it.
way, I found an encounter I also want to reset, which is not yellow souls or red souls.
Sage's wisdom.
Smart. I did save leaving Mysidia.
Raya's ghost is just such a bad encounter because you need 4 fire tomes for the ghost. If you let it attack, it's all over. And so
Yeah, the
Raya
ghost-
needs teleport tomes and also does pretty stupid stuff. It's just.
It's the
you
first
do not
time I've
want
seen
to fight that.
Red Moose and
Yeah.
Red Soul in the same encounter on the world map.
All right.
In my defense, I did save leaving Mysidia, which
Wait,
was
you
a smart
saw
idea.
Gold souls on the.
Yeah, I
world
saw
map?
Red Souls on the world map.
I've never heard of that before, and it sounds frightening. We have a lot of this has never happened before moments, I want to say.
Yeah.
All right. Now that Nick is done
FF2
with
is trying its
Mrs.
best to live
Cave,
up to its FF relay reputation.
Hmm.
which one? FF15. I am not really attentive. Trying to.
Alright, Mysidia Cave, let's go.
Mysidian's Tower is bad, but it's not as bad as Mysidian's Cave. So there's a lot of encounters that are unrunnable, but in general, it's pretty safe. A pretty safe thing.
Wow,
Also-
I'm actually still on Sap route, which is not necessarily a good thing, but
Well,
yeah, the thing is that coming up is like an area where you get like 4 encounters pretty much back to back. And that's in the Ice Gigas floor, and I have the feeling the Ice Gigas floor is the floor where you want to get them the least.
yeah.
Which is
Well, right
kind
now-
of a fault for the route.
But yeah, first you get through the Leviathan,
Hmm.
which is not that hard. That's where you get your next character, which will be with you for quite a long time, actually.
Hmm. Meanwhile, some girl is on Behemoth and got an ambush, so Gordon was killed instantly.
Yeah.
So this
that-
might not be great.
Oh, actually, she got it, so she's fine now.
Nice.
Good, good recovery though. But yeah, no, Leviathan is a couple of encounters, and you can just run away from them. So the boss
Yeah,
itself
they
is
aren't dangerous
push
as
over.
ambushes, because most know Thunderbolt as good fishes.
Yeah.
Always know the electric spells.
I think one of them, the worm or something. I think, well, I don't know with the worm, but one of them can cast an AOE spell. Oh wow, the encounter like on the tile where the boss before the boss.
Yeah. Might be a step off, I have no clue. It's a freaking ambush.
An ambush, yeah. Well, not too hard though. The round worm usually
have died
takes one or two.
before.
So.
But I have saved, so it's fine.
If you're very unlucky though, you won't be able to teleport it away. His magic resistance is even lower than Behemoth. So.
I was wondering when I would find one. So that was my first yellow soul of the dungeon. Pretty far into, surprisingly.
It's quite good luck that.
No, I'm just gonna get them like
Here they
non-stop.
come.
Anyway, missing.
They were just teasing me,
tower.
thinking I would save like a significant amount of time here.
Also, SomeGirl going through the arena fairly well right now, fairly quick.
Yeah, I had
No
yeah.
bad encounter. So far, I'd say that's probably the best arena that out of the 3 that people got.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mysidian Tower. This tower is about 10 floors, let's say 9 or 10 floors. And most of the encounters are unrunnable. I'd say most, but it's like 50-50. But yeah, I'd say it's fairly better, fairly easier than the Mysidius Cave. But overall, you're gonna get a lot of bad
Annoying part
encounters.
is that while you also on FF1, that you like just don't get encounters on damage tiles. This is also true here, but you also don't advance the danger steps here, so you can't just
Yeah.
get a good step route done with the help of that. That would be really helpful, but unfortunately,
It does not really do anything good.
it doesn't do anything except giving you damage.
Yeah. So in this tower, there's a couple of I'd call them mini boss, which are just different version of the Hill Gygus or the Gygus in general, and they don't really do a whole lot. So yeah, they have some good music. That's basically the only good thing about them.
The music is definitely great in those fights, but they're pretty much box standard fights.
Yeah. You see them later as random encounters. I wouldn't call them mini boss or whatever, but they're just there because you have to get through them.
There's one of there's 3 different.
That's
elements.
unrunnable.
There's fire, ice, and thunder, isn't there?
Correct.
So yeah, that was one of the trickier random encounters because you need teleport and fire tomes to get rid of them.
Also, this is very good. Well, actually, you would think that having Rickard with 500 HP is a good thing, but at this point, the enemies deal so much damage that even Rickard can just die in one hit. So, not very great. Well, great. It's not that helpful, but yeah. Also, I believe Rickard comes with the fire spear or fire sword. I'm not sure who it is, but
One more for the road.
Right,
But
you were like, "Oh, this is going really well." Oh,
no.
It's never gonna go well.
You know, it's gonna happen when you least expect it.
Well, no, it's not
Still
true.
saved about a minute and a half in Mysidia Cave, which is really nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, my last 2 PBs had like the first one had an insane cyclone and one had an insane pandemonium. So it can happen. It's just really rare.
Dubldrop is catching up right now. Well,
all planned.
catching up.
It was all
Catching up
planned,
is a big word, but
I'm closing the gap.
yeah, fairly close right now. But Nick is going through at a very decent pace.
Yeah, this is a pretty good Ultimate Tower so far.
Mm-hmm.
Minimal awkward encounters by the look of it. Maybe it's a couple, but
Yeah, I had 2 awkward encounters which required teleport and fire tomes. Fortunately, 1 teleport tome was enough for those that require teleport tomes.
Yeah. There's some girl going through Castle Finn basement right now. About to get the well, not about to get, but is getting to the White Mask.
also slowly catching up as well. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good behemoth split.
I didn't see if it was a 1 tome or 2, but
Yeah,
was
it was a couple. It was like 2 rounds or so because there was an ambush.
Oh,
So
right.
Gordon died instantly, so it was a bit. Yeah.
Alright, made it to record without incident.
Nice.
Alright. But yeah, after Mystidian's Tower, the rest of the run, I'd say, is gonna be smooth sailing until.
You say that, and then there's Pandemonium.
Yeah, I was gonna say until Jade Passage, Pandemonium, but I mean, I'm not gonna say it, so you guys have the best Pandemonium. But no,
My last Pandemonium was awful, so I'm hoping this time that's not the case.
Remember, no, my last Pandemonium was PSP 1130.
Oh my.
Well, that's another gold roundworm. They saved like 4 minutes in the last 3 splits for me. I'm closing, Nicky, I'm closing.
I'm still
What are
gonna
you
be on PPK
doing?
soon.
What happened in your PB? Like, what happened?
I had
for you?
pretty bad RNG, to be honest.
And you still did quite a low time too. All right. But you know, after Mystidian's Tower, there's not gonna be a whole lot to fear in terms of encounters until Jade Passage / Pandemonium. Yeah, so right now we are at the Thunder Gigas.
Wrong
Well,
dungeon.
Dubldrop.
This is runnable in the next dungeon.
Well,
Yeah, it was just the other way around. Freaking Devil's Bloom and then in Cyclone it's unrunnable. In the City Tower it's perfectly runnable.
I hate the Cyclone, but Cyclone has probably the bus with the most RNG in it.
As I mentioned, my god Cyclone got... Oh yeah, I think I had one unrunnable, so it was on the way to the Cyclone.
Oh, I meant more for
And then
the
I had, like...
the
Yeah,
boss
but the
itself.
boss was also like first teleport home, and just return.
Well,
As
you
I
cannot
said,
ask for any better.
godlike splits are godlike. Every
Yeah.
average segment, every average split will lose 2.5 minutes flat out to that.
It is, yeah, the Cyclone segment is where you also get the best weapon in the game. Well, best weapon. The only weapon that you're gonna use against the final boss to cheese him. Also, you're gonna get Black Garb, and do you get the Thieves Gloves there too, right?
I don't recall any thief gloves. A thief gloves would have been in the Leviathan, right? Send it
Was
me.
there?
So I'm
Either
getting
way.
the 4 encounters in a row on Fire Gigas, which means I'm a little bit behind steps. That is pretty much
But
expected.
that's not that much. Casually, you are somewhere there. I have the feeling down step route pushes him beyond Thunder Gigas, but
I mean, having a step route with this game is the weirdest thing, I'd say, because sometimes the game pushes the encounters ahead by 1 or behind by 1, and during the
Nice
relay,
footing sword.
yeah, the really last year, I've had that happen to me.
just
I
out
was
of
on
interest, what's the time right now?
the time.
Chimera Revenant is
You're
unrunnable.
You're about a 2-hour mark.
Well, great. Because, as I said, sub to ultimatum is a pretty neat time.
But yeah, like I was saying, actually I forgot what I was saying because yeah.
Carrot step out again. Good.
Oh yes,
Behind anyway.
step route is weird. That's all there is to it. If you enter a door in a town on a certain tile, or I think whenever you get an encounter, or you're supposed to get an encounter, even if you're in a town,
There?
sometimes leaving the town gives you the encounter right away. So
It's just there are areas that have steps but do not just step route, but just a step value, but just a normal step value. It's great. Finn is such a great
Yeah.
example. In Finn Castle, nothing counts. In Finn Town, nothing counts except inside buildings.
Well, I think since Pendant, I've saved about 6 minutes on my PB.
Where's the hell is this?
also one thing to note here is that whenever you activate a certain trigger before entering the cyclone, you cannot learn cyclone keyword ever again. I've done that mistake once.
Oh, you only
and-
need that cyclone keyword for the Black Sword, right?
for the blood
Yeah.
sword, yeah. Blood sword, blackguard, and
Yeah, but it's not story relevant.
no. But you need it if you want the blood sword,
Yeah.
which is probably the only way to kill the final boss without over leveling your stats and stuff. So yeah, if you think it's this trigger that you're in right now, or this cutscene you're in, Nikki, if you actually triggers this, you cannot learn Cyclone after that, which prevents you from getting the secret items. It's either this one or, well, actually, there's only this one. But, yeah. It's a little bit weird. Oh well. Well, all I know is
Spectre
that
Chimera is a really annoying encounter because specters are immune to teleport, so you have to teleport the chimeras away and then fire the specters.
Yeah, I had multiple of those. It was great. Sometimes even with a flower.
Well, at least you're not cursed, so. Pretty cool. Alright, so now we get the blood sword. We're set for the final boss. Well, not entirely set. The only weapon that really matters is the blood sword. You do put the black carb on a raker.
Yeah.
Black carb is good because plus 10 agility, but
Yeah.
Nice. First try teleports on all 3 gigas is really, really good luck.
Wow,
Nice.
nice one.
I wonder what the bonus of getting Rickard Black Carb is compared to Furion. Except the
And
agility.
also, since I've been doing that, and I've been having a lot less trouble. Like, you also have more protection, which helps for surviving until the Emperor fight. Because you definitely don't want Rickard to die in one of the first 2 fights.
Yeah.
God, could I please? No, Captain Little guesses. No.
And now in the Cyclone. Cyclone is another really bad dungeon. But saving after, well, I would say after every encounter is the way to go, but
Yeah,
it
just
does
save after
seem
every
tough.
encounter. You don't want to put golems to wreck you.
So far this entire Mystidia Tower for me has been really good, with the exception of the floor I'm currently on.
Didn't you just Thunder Gigas? After that, the encounters should be pretty chill.
I've had nothing but unrunnables on floor 9.
Wow.
Okay, I'm out and talking to Minu.
Nice.
good
So
stuff.
I still think I'm saving time on this split too. I should be. I'm catching up pretty fast.
You are really that's quite quick because you're at the end of Ultima Tower, and
Yeah.
just started the cycling, so that's quite a. I mean, you've still got the thin stuff to get through, but
It always looks so far apart, but this game is pretty nice.
Also,
I'd say I probably caught up about 4 minutes on Nicky over the last like half an hour.
Yeah, my
I
RNG
would
wasn't
say
even
that.
that bad. It was just also not great. Also, could you? How can Ricket kill Furion almost with a blood sword? Could we please stay realistic?
yeah, well, I guess
Out of-
not everything is
I
realistic.
guess
in
it's
this game.
not potential.
Out of my last
potential
7
damage.
segments, 6 of them have been gold.
ooh,
I assume attacking
Beautiful.
yourself does not count towards the 1/16 thing.
I guess so.
So
Also, base Ricket shield level up.
Well, yeah, no, I think what's going to set apart every runner right now is going to be the first Emperor fight,
yeah.
because the Emperor fight is really, really bad, and to be honest, you really want to prevent having ambushes on the 3 encounters. So, or on
Luckily
the
with-
3 fights. So yeah.
Luckily, with newer strats, the Emperor fight is a little bit more safer than it was previously, but just a
Your
little.
strat. I
Yeah,
like
with-
the sound of that.
The blood sword and equipping Rickard makes the fight a little bit safer.
Oh, well. I mean, if you miss teleporting the Emperor on the first turn,
Yeah, that's could be
Yeah.
a problem.
the Golem just smashed Rickard, so Rickard is not. It's not gonna be that much safer, to be
Mhm.
honest, if
Here we
Rickard does
go.
not get a turn. So
I think on
Oh,
PSP
no.
I got ambushed by the 3rd fight and still
And-
managed to pull through.
and
Oh, no.
some girl just got
Break.
petrified. Yeah,
Aww.
just got break.
Cupid break.
That is not good. Well, not good. It's just very unlucky, but it happens. So.
If you ever have the crazy idea to do this run single segment, such things can really break your heart.
Also, a low roll guards.
Three and 3. That's not. I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah, it could also be better though.
Mm.
Probably pretty
Yeah, well.
average.
I mean, the teleports right now are T4 RNG is definitely good. So, well, I talk too quickly, but it's pretty good because always on the first turn anyway.
It's a stupid unicorn horn drops. I want poison axes, so they're at least worth money.
Oh, they're worth quite a lot of money as well, which is good.
All right, well, this this is where things going down. The third encounter
Right
is an
into the Emperor
ambush.
ambush.
Ugh.
Nah.
It could be worse. Definitely could be worse.
Yes, Emperor could be casting spells.
Yeah,
Apparently, he wanted to physically attack.
he could be doing something.
Well, hey,
Oh,
first
two
try
of
with
them.
the Emperor and one of the Royal Guards, so that's
That's good, actually.
good stuff.
Yeah,
Aye.
just need to teleport the roll guard away now.
God damn it! Stupid Royal Guard. Are you serious?
Come on.
Uh,
That's why it's not that bad anymore because with
yeah, as long
I
as
think with the
Ricket
shield.
isn't asleep, especially.
Well, the shield I think they equipped actually lowers the damage you take also. So. Not that bad. Pretty good. So now the fight is pretty much sealed.
Should
So
be a 3-turn
Yeah.
if Ricket is awake. No.
Oh, he got punched to sleep. That makes
Yep.
sense.
Yeah, he always gets punched to sleep every freaking turn. But yeah,
I'm not sure if this is runnable or not. I guess not.
which one?
Captain Hilgigus. I know with the bomb it is, but
Oh yeah, it's not on the list, but the list for the world map is really not the greatest.
Oh,
oh man.
It's coming down to the wire.
Dubldrop being a very nasty encounter, but
There we go.
we end.
So beginning cyclone for me.
And SomeGirl just got the crystal rod. It's going to make our way to Leviathan now.
Right.
I think by the sounds of it, Nikki, if she's on Emperor 1, did have a decent cyclone.
Yeah,
Nicky
encounters
just
were not
got
too bad, and also like third try Riders and Photon Emperor.
I'd say it was pretty good because the first the Golden Punch did not put him to sleep.
Yeah, like in theory I always want to go fast. Like you can try to go safe just getting the Emperor out of the way, but then you are lacking a lot of damage on the Wood Golem. Considering that Rickett was gonna die anyway, attacking with a Bloodshot healed him by a nice amount, so that the others would be safe.
Yeah, but if he's asleep, this fight would have been
yeah, it can take a lot
really
longer.
bad. Yeah.
Like just for, I don't know, Rickett did like 400 hits, he has 1.6k roughly. You could see Maria did 200 with a Fire Tome guy and Furion 150, so...
Yeah.
Especially once you have to start keep also reviving people, it can take a while.
Reviving people is probably the only way to do that fight if you're weaker than that. Alright, now that Cyclone's done, first thing first is we're gonna see another person pass away.
No, we're
Because-
actually gonna kill him.
Because
I believe that we are gonna kill him.
I mean, if you don't talk to him, he's not gonna die. So
Yeah, but I mean, only we and he are there. Like, no one can prove our innocence, and fortunately you told us that we are allowed to get the airship.
well,
What a gladly coincidence. I mean,
you don't actually steal the airship. You don't actually do it. Yeah. So the theme of this game is everybody that Therion stalks to just ends up dying.
Tyrion, is death confirmed?
It has a pretty dark theme around it. So. But yeah, now that we gain access to the airship, you also gain access to another dungeon, which is Castle. Is it Castle Pandemonium? It's called.
Parmesia Castle, I think.
I don't know. I absolutely have no clue.
The
about the
castle
name.
will turn into the Pandemonium. Right?
Yeah, whatever castle is over the mountain next to the arena. So. Now, that castle, I think, has like 80% of the encounters there are runnable. There's one fight that could take forever.
Generals can take forever, and one is actually a reset.
If you get 2 generals and cannot teleport one away, yeah, it's definitely reset.
No, Imperial Shadows, that's what I mean.
No, but I mean that too. If you get 2 and you cannot teleport them away, they just
Yeah,
kill you.
sure.
So.
But Imperial Shadow is actually immediate reset. You can't teleport them, and I don't want to try fire toning them, and they are undead. It is undead, so no blood sword.
Yeah, if you.
But it's a really rare encounter.
Well, it's fine. Now I think this is going to be the last refill point in the run, unless you have another one before Jade Passage. But
No.
I don't think so. No.
The difference between 2 and 3 is that you have to refill now. With 3 you could have decided to, well, with luck you wouldn't need a third time, or this time. But if you have bad luck you would have to do it anyway after this.
Yeah. So this castle is not too hard. Most of the encounters are runnable, so it should be smooth sailing. Also,
Half of
double
the
drop.
encounters that are unrunnable are generals.
And Dubldrop is going through the Emperor fight right now. It is not looking very good. Well, actually.
GG. Got it.
Alright, well, it's everybody got teleported away in one turn, so we win this.
Yep, what do you want to see?
And Rickard got put to sleep as I said that. So it's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm still not sure if being poisoned actually helps for waking up. Probably not, but I still want to believe.
I don't think so.
Wow, he died. Rip.
Yeah. 470 damage. But yeah,
It's
right now...
unfortunate, the worst thing.
No, you just hope that Rickard does not get hit on the next turn, so... Yeah, you know, at this point the fight is easy enough to finish. The Wood Golem cannot multi-target, so... And the fact that you have so many Phoenix down just makes it safer.
It's another gold.
Hey, nice.
You obviously didn't think once before the relay.
Yeah.
Sorry, but okay. It's definitely not a bad decision to reset double generals.
Nah, because generals have high magic resistance, so it could
This
take
was the first
a long
strike,
time.
unlike the other one, which was an ambush. Getting this
I mean,
stone
it's not
flame
bad.
bad. It's just potentially so much less troll.
So I think this is the starting point where saving after like 1 or 2 encounters are going to be the general thing here.
Yeah, save bending Calgary 2 or 3 mostly. Well,
I
no.
didn't equip Blood Sword until right before Emperor, so I was saving and reloading for Wood Golems, but I didn't get very many.
I never kill wood golems as random encounters, honestly.
Yeah, because Rickard is not going to be used for very much longer, so it takes longer to kill with golems instead of just resetting and just going through again. It does work on pretty much everything except the final boss and some of the
Mostly
secret
undead.
bosses and chests. So. But yeah, so Dubldrop is leaving Castle Finn as we speak. SomeGirl is still going through Missidion's Tower at a fairly good pace. Alright. And Nikki is about to encounter the Dark Knight, or the Emperor as he calls himself now, the new Emperor. But this is not going to be a fight. Anyway, it's not going to be a boss fight. Getting a skull fight right before it too. Yeah, so we're not close to the end game yet. We're about to be hitting the Jade Passage real soon. Is it now? About 25? No, like something like
Alright.
20 to 25 minutes left, I'd say.
If I get lucky, this will drop me a haste tome and save me 20,000 gil, which will give me some more teleports. Didn't get it. I got an aura.
Yeah, well,
I've been pretty lucky with drops all run, so I figured I'd try.
So yeah, just getting the A stone gives how is it, like 25,000 or something? What was it?
Saves 20,000.
20,000. Well,
Yeah, I always pick up the Alex and Paul's room, which gives 25.
I picked up that as well.
yeah, that's good.
It just become a habit.
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure what's faster though. But I would probably, if you want to be safer, I would say probably do one more grid on the mini game or something if you're thinking of running low on gills at some point.
Nah, I mean, I can just sell other stuff. I mean, the Alex are always enough, usually. I mean, but if I go with 2 A stones, and I go with 2 A stones.
I mean, that's the good part. That's the good part of doing different shit, I guess. It's, the way you guys do it and the way I do it is completely different. But
I have to admit, ever since Step Route, well, even with Step Route, I have once gotten close to running out of teleport tomes at Cyclone, but then you have to reset teleportable encounters. It happens. It's not that bad.
all right. So now the Emperor is not actually dead. He's back and very mad.
Well, he is kinda dead still. He just kinda puts the realm of the undead into the living world.
Spoilers,
Well,
Dylan, I'm not quite there yet.
Oh my god, please.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. Why you do this?
You should have played the game in the last 20 years, dude. Come on. Also, yeah. Now, the Emperor rise up, castle pandemonium, I might say.
Imperial Shadow is recent.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen one.
Well, yeah.
I have seen
now
it twice or 3 times.
So now this is pretty much the end of the game. The end game. You get Leon's back. Leon has a lot of HP, and is also very, very good in general. Very tanky. And yeah. So now we are. Well, Nikki is going to. I don't know why I say we, but well, is going to take the airship, or actually just equip stuff first. Going to take the airship and go to the Jade Passage, which is one of the 2 endgame dungeon, but the 2 endgame dungeon are just one after another, so not too bad. Jade Passage, it could be very bad if you get ambushed by some enemies, like the worms. If they ambush you. Yeah.
Basically, everything is runnable, but every ambush kills you.
Any kind of AoE spell, well, most likely.
Yeah, like almost all enemies you know AoE spells. Okay, so that can also solve my guild problems.
And you also encountered dragons, so.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 encounters here that are actually unrunnable.
I think the other one is the green dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a secret shop that sells very interesting spells, and also very, very useful spells. A very useful spell called Aced, which is coincidentally very, very good with the Bloodsword, because the way the Bloodsword does damage is based on the number of hits that you actually do to an enemy, and every enemy, except undead, because undead cannot be killed with Bloodswords, but every enemy have 16 hits instead of HP, I guess, when you use Bloodsword, and if you do 16 hits, you kill them. And Aced gives you more hits in general, so.
When
But it's only going to be
blood
useful.
sorted heals 1/16 of its max HP. So if you actually if
1/16.
Chaos attacks like Furion or so and regens a bit, then you need 17.
Scrubbing again.
Well, yeah, if they heal, of course they you have to do more damage, but
Yeah, but
in
it's not
general,
like
it's
a danger
1/16,
marker
so-
or something, which says if you have 16 hits of danger markers, you.
I guess healing counts. Yeah. Anyway, the secret shop is behind the waterfall, and you get 2 or 3 ace tome.
It's just by 3. It's been pretty close.
So
This
the
is
way
a pretty
tomes.
bad Palamisia Castle. What's the Cockatrice Flying Ray every encounter?
So yeah, no. The way the tomes work, like the aced tome works, it throws a level 8 aced at your characters, and whenever you gain the aced buff, it gives you a certain level of ace. Like, could give you 4, could give you 5, and when you use another one, it can actually miss, which means that the buff that the book would give you is lower than the one you have on yourself right away. That you have on yourself. So if you see a miss on ace whenever you have an ace on yourself, it just doesn't give you anything because it's lower than what you have already. Which is why using 3 ace is good, because it can also give you more aced than you already have.
Oh, I've never seen that enemy here. Nothing special, just these gizzard jaws I've never seen.
Also, Nikki is about to enter Pandemonium, probably the most dangerous dungeon in the game. You have to go through about, I'd say, 20 to 25 encounters in general, and the vast majority of them are unrunnable, so very, very dangerous. And whenever you get an encounter, it is better to just reset, because killing them just takes forever. And they also hit very hard, so yeah.
The amount of
And-
Cockatrice and Flying Ray I've run into in this dungeon is very depressing.
Flying rays. Oh. Well. Alright, so SomeGirl just got the Blood Sword and is about to enter the Cyclone. While Dubldrop is about to be done with the castle part before the Jade Passage. SomeGirl just standing in the menu doing nothing.
God, I hate Lamia Queens. It was definitely the wrong decision.
So it seems like you can do it, but you can do Lamia Queen's encounter faster than just running away, and sometimes. But the other time, Lamia Queen just decides to not give you any good luck, just waste your
It can
time.
be first try, it can be 10th try. It's like.
Yeah.
Is
I think it's the same. No, it's the same stat as the
yeah.
boss Lamia Queen. So
And you don't change your stats at all, so.
it's definitely riskier to take the fight, because
Hello, Mantis Devil.
good encounters so far. Well, in general, it's a pretty decent start to do it.
Those 10 teleport tomes I wasted.
I mean, it's not really a problem. Teleport tones are good if you teleport them right away, but other than that, it's not very very good. It's lose a lot of time. You're unlucky. All right. The Lamia is fairly fast to teleport compared to the Lamia Queen. And now we're done with first floor.
Yeah, 8 more to go.
8 more to go. Yeah, only 8. No, I think I'd say the first.
A bit shorter, but still. None of them are really short. Oh, please, thank you. So yeah, a small note is that here are actually 2 encounters, which are either runnable or unrunnable, and we won't know until we try. Which are Beast Demons and Mithril Golems. Mithril Golems, if alone at least, because Mithril Golems can have another Mithril Golem, which is hidden within its runnable, or Death Riders, then it's unrunnable. While Beast Demons can have Devil Blooms or not.
Well, yeah, no, right now, the first 2 floors and the floor number 6, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but one of the final floors of the dungeon is the longest one. You will most likely get 5 encounters in it, which with floor 1 and 2 are the longest floors in this one. So yeah, get pegged after floor 1 and 2. The other floors are read it quickly if you know where the secret passages are.
Okay, I only have 2 teleport tomes left, so I have to hope I get something runnable.
Wait, 2 teleport tomes in Thamisia Castle?
No, I have I'm like outside of Finn, but I have an encounter before the airship.
Ah, okay. Also, finally got my ribbon. Screw all Lamia queens from here on out.
I had like 40 going into Palamisia Castle. Okay, I got a runnable. I had 40 going into Palamisia Castle, and then I just got destroyed by flying rays.
So I guess you actually hoped that 40 would be enough? Well, I could imagine that they might be enough. Also, what the hell is going on right now? How are Devil Wolves faster than all of my characters? I have not seen that before. I blame level 6 strats.
Level 6. I mean, level 6 you don't have max evasion, so it is possible that you're slower.
But I think it's still worth it.
Oof.
You save basically 2 to 2.5 minutes of grinding it.
Yeah, double wolves have 75% evasion, so they should not be faster than you, but I guess it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1 out of 4, and before it didn't happen, so...
Level 6, I'm not entirely sure how much evasion Maria has. So.
Time to start Jade.
Well, I know it's 7 if you have the mithril shield and the letter shield, you hit max evasion. So I'd say probably you're about around 90% evasion or so. I'm not sure.
How's the freaking Panther surviving all the teleport tomes?
No ambushes so far, which is a good sign on my end.
Yeah. Also, this is the room that I was talking about earlier. This room, in my opinion, is the longest room, the biggest room in this
Oh,
dungeon.
god damn it.
For Nicky, anyway.
So yeah, Ice Gigas and Fire Gigas are runnable. Thunder Gigas isn't.
I don't know why I don't act like it. Only this
Yeah,
one.
I haven't encountered Thunder Gigas in so long.
I sometimes mistakes ice and thunder for some reason. Just
The color palettes are very similar.
And then sometimes I just reset when I see an ice gigas because I never realized it's not. I never realized that it is the ice one. Just instantly click the reset. Oh yeah, we're about to, Nick is getting really close to the final floor. So
Yeah, after this is 3 more and they are all fairly short.
yeah, so there's about I'd say 1 more encounter in this floor.
I am not sure. I wish I knew.
It's about 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Even when
no,
you're
just
you're
the
doing
distance between
meditation.
here and the teleporter is enough to make me want to save, because I like saving after those teleporters, obviously.
That Jade Passage
So-
went about as swimmingly well as it possibly could have on my end.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
Dubldrop is starting Pandemonium now. So 2 of the 3 runners are in the final dungeon.
Hmm.
The other person is a dungeon before that. So, well, on the Wood Golem was a cyclone, but oh well.
Oh yeah, hello there.
Hey, King Beam.
King BMS, yeah.
Not an encounter you really want to see, but
Yeah. This one is pretty special encounters. But yeah.
yeah. So this floor that Nick is on pretty much has the strongest
tonic.
enemies in the entire game. And is about to fight the final boss. Now, how the final boss is going to be killed, you ask? Well, there's only one way to kill the final boss. And it's Blood Sword. So so you just hope that you get at least ace 5 or 6 on Leon, so you can possibly 2-cycle
like
him.
ready to.
Time to go old strat.
Yeah, ready for the next.
I don't think it does anything, but
6. Come on, give it ace 6. Miss. Oh. 5 hits is fine. To be a
Starfall is pretty bad.
Starfall pretty much means that your entire party is going to be down to the ground. So
Only Leon survives.
Leon can only die if Starfall is cast again or melee at this point.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I have a ribbon. I have a ribbon.
Oh,
And time.
GG.
Oh,
Goes
GG,
on
Nicky.
Yep.
GG.
8 it.
GG.
745, I guess. Not sure.
GG, that's pretty good.
Was a decent run, can't complain. Oh, 240.08. Nice. I had the feeling I was
GG.
always around average, slightly below.
So as we speak right now, so
So yeah, really nice run.
So,
Good luck,
hi
Zelly.
everyone.
hey,
As you can see, we are fighting goblins, and that is just because that's how this game starts, and how this game will be the middle, but not how it ends. unfortunately.
So yeah.
So
the
basically in
GGs
this first dungeon, oh sorry, Nikki.
Yeah, for the relays, everyone, and yeah, I'll just head out and leave you the place.
GG again, Nikki.
So I actually already have good luck in my run. I got a potion drop from the goblins, so that means I need to skip both the encounters instead of just one of them. Which changes where I skip encounters, which means I might screw up the skip, but we'll see. In this game, we can skip encounters by drinking potions. Why? I don't know, but that's what you can do.
Yeah, so in this game, like step count is kind of how encounters are kind of like determine what tile you'll get them. But healing your party also kind of advances the RNG. So if you're like on a tile before where you would normally get an encounter and then use a healing item like a potion or cure, then you can step over and the encounter will be like moved up a tile. So you're already on the tile where the encounter would be, so you don't get it.
Yep, and we use that for pretty much the back half of the run primarily. We actually won encounters for a lot of this run, but we control where we get them. So we won't actually see another encounter until the castle when we're going to change our jobs. So this is the no credit swap category. So this game, you'll actually see most of the game. We get all the good songs.
Wow,
which is nice.
Most.
We get the good song. That's all that matters.
This is like the broken but not completely broken category.
Yeah.
It allows use of something called Job Glitch, which does amazing things. You'll see. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. It's
don't
a
worry about
beautiful
it.
mess.
Everything will be fine. But it's not.
Sorry, no. There's nothing glitch. We are doing completely intended mechanics.
Yes.
So in fact, this boss is extremely slow. Basically, I'm just trying to fight the turtle. I can't use the Antarctic winds that you're intended to use because I need that for money. They sell for a lot of money, and we need that to buy 99 eye drops for the 99 items trick, which we'll be using momentarily to create items. It's actually good that nobody's died so far. We might actually beat him with, hey, we don't have to go visit the revive.
Nice.
Yeah, this is good luck so far. Also, yes, my parties are named just white magic, black magic, gray magic, and nothing, because that's the name I like. Names don't matter for RNG in this game, and
yeah, it doesn't affect
there's no time. They don't really affect any time either, as far as I know.
If you do the credit warts category, then I'm pretty sure your characters have to be named very specifically, but for other categories, they don't.
If it's anything like Zelda. Also, this cutscene is, we can't do anything about it. It's like 2 minutes long, too. So.
Oh, yeah. The most important credits.
We didn't warp to the credits. We're just here. So, GG everyone. That was Final Fantasy 3. So, I mean, this is a perfect time for FF2 if there's anything interesting going on over there.
Pandemonium's going decently well on my end. A couple of resets to be expected.
Yeah.
About 2 floors away from the final boss.
That's good. Just let me know when you're on the final boss. I'll make sure I'm not talking. If there's anything that you need to say about it.
Nothing that has been said already, I guess.
Yeah. I think we're almost done with the credits. Yeah, we are. Okay, that was the last one. Also, if you hold A here too long, you'll just talk to this crystal over and over again. It doesn't do anything except for flash the screen. And so we're entering this cave because there is a lot of money in this cave for like early game.
Yeah, and you go back into a different part of the cave because you get teleported out.
Well, I mean, they explain it much better in Final Fantasy 3. Is like you fell in a hole, and that's what opened up the cave. So that's just a different part of the cave that's on the surface. This NPC gets in the way, I swear, literally every time.
Yep.
And you just have to push him away. Luckily, this game has pretty good NPC logic. This is not FF1. Like, it's not as bad as FF1 bats. Like, we can agree on that, I think. There's that one. Yeah, you're right. The one NPC in the World of Darkness town is a pain.
That one's pretty bad. Kaz has a couple of bad ones.
So we just bought
Like,
99
this-
eye drops.
Yeah,
which is,
this category's not so bad, but
eye drops are totally the most useful item ever in a speedrun. It's a normal item to buy.
everything is fine. Don't worry about it.
We're just gonna do a safety heal here. We can revive like with the other pool of water on the other side, and that's pretty much the only place you're gonna see me heal. Because healing otherwise is bad. It's too slow. It also has other consequences that I've discovered. I've screwed up in every possible way in this game at this point, I believe.
Where we're going, we don't need potions.
Yeah. No, where we're going, we need all of the potions.
All right, so I'm approaching the final boss now. Okay. Hopefully, I can get him first try.
Yay, first try. Look. The one boss you don't teleport?
Nakuri, get ready to go.
I'm ready.
Okay. So I'm just rearranging my inventory. I didn't do it right. Yes, I did. I had a minor freak out and thought I had
So first turn to spell, that's really good.
Yeah, we'll explain the manipulation in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, curse second turn is also very good for me. Means unless he physicals Leon and kills him in the next turn, I've got this in the bag. Flare.
Also, just want to point out something real quick. Whenever you see him use this spell, in FF2, this spell is broken to the point of not doing actually anything. So
slow on Leon. That shouldn't change much.
It will change a little bit, yeah.
It's the good kind of broken, not the bad kind of broken.
Go.
No, it's just broken. It's just broken to the point of not actually doing anything. Like you can just cast it non-stop and it would never do anything.
I can't believe I got that twice in a row with doing different things. So I got 2 batch attacks.
GG
There's like no point. There's no point in even like trying to get the eye drops from them. So okay, so what we are doing, I picked up 99 eye drops because they're the cheapest item that we can buy that we can also get as a drop from an enemy. These skeletons drop eye drops at a 12.5% chance. And I'm trying Manip, but it is a very difficult Manip. Very few people are going to have to do it. I don't know if Nakuri is going for it or not. So we will see. I mean, I'm going for it, but I probably won't get it. So we're going to be trying to get eye drops for a bit here. And luckily, the potions that we picked up in the well, plus one that we got in the sealed cave, is enough to kill any group of zombies that we'll find. I believe this is the first game that healing hurts zombies?
I think. Don't know.
Even pops up with special damages undead message.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty common thing in the later games, obviously, but I think this was the first time it really happened.
I don't only play Final Fantasy, it's just most of what I play. Looks like Nakuri... Did Nakuri get the potion? Looks like he did, yeah. That's good.
He did. Yeah, so pretty much right now we just kind of have to keep fighting the skeletons until he gets the eye drops.
Yeah,
and then all kinds of magic will happen.
Oh yeah! This game is a magical video game. And casually this game is great too. So don't knock it till you try it. It's actually a pretty good game. It's just archaic, and FF5 kind of does its battle systems better. Nope. The worst part is getting 4 zombies. You have to wait for all of the animations. Those 2 batch attacks didn't help either. Oh, I might have it. So I'm gonna do the like manip strat for this fight because I got the right number of zombies on the right tile. So I might actually have it manipulated.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna do the correct actions to manipulate the fight here. Which is defend with player 1, use a potion with player 2, defend with the rest of them, and then use a potion with player 1, defend with the rest of them. This might, if I did actually get the right frame.
So basically, in this game, RNG is consistent from power on. So if you know you're on the correct seed for the fight, because you did everything frame perfect from power on, then you can do like the right set of actions and you'll always get the same result out at the end. But it is very hard to go for.
Yeah. But I am trying to go for it. I'm going to go for my other one that sometimes works better, that I kind of found was semi-consistent for me. That's the other thing, is like, this game is also very consistent from emulator to emulator and some consoles. So, it is very like, I can get all the other minutes. This is just the 1 minute that is a bit of an issue. The other minute, I just practiced it. I got 2 full cycles of it in a row, so I'm pretty confident on that one. So this is probably going to be the only repetitive part of the speedrun. Are you...
Okay, so Nakuri is just at the...
Cutscene already? Oh.
He had a pretty thin.
Yeah, he had a... Did anyone die in Adamantoise?
I don't think so.
That's good.
I actually didn't check it at the end.
Doesn't have to make the trip to the Well of Shame. Also, if we like really want everybody to take as little damage here as possible, because just like having slightly more HP makes later parts a little bit safer. Like, we never really heal, and we can't really heal, as I discovered. There, we got it. Hey, everyone, we can move on with the game.
Nice.
So, okay, so what that is, when you have 99 of an item in your inventory, and in battle, when it's going to be harder for people to just glance at it and know what's happened if they look at my inventory. Basically, whenever you get 99 of an item and then get 1 more in battle, it overflows to the slot to 2 slots over. Because I don't know why. I don't know why it chooses to do that.
So how the inventory is kind of stored in memory is it has 2 numbers. The first number is the ID of the item, and the second number is how many you have. And when you get an eye drop, it overflows from 99 items to 100 items, and so it affects the items kind of the next couple of slots down your inventory. The memory addresses get shifted across.
Okay.
And so it kind of glitches through your inventory, and we can even push it even further and start glitching into character stats.
Which is coming up. It's not even part of the next glitch. Okay, so we're going to sell all of our potions, because as it turns out, or all of our eye drops, so it turns out, this game has a pretty good return rate.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're actually, so on that, filling up the inventory thing, we can write stats through our inventory, and we're going to be doing that shortly. So I'm buying 20 shields, 20 daggers, and 1 of everything else that I can buy here. And then we're going to go into a fight, little in the castle. We're not going to go fight the boss at the top of the castle, though. That's a waste of time. But we want some arrows, like very badly, because if you didn't know, Onion kids can actually throw arrows. That's super useful that they can.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, that's why we can use them, because for some reason they're programmed to throw arrows. I almost forgot a part. I actually don't know why we do this part, but I do it anyway because I don't want to break the game. I don't know why we equip him. So this isn't actually manipulation, obviously. I'm just resetting. So what I do here is I reset here because I figured out that I get an encounter on the same step, and it's never really been an ambush for me, and it's just it's nice. So oh, whoops. We might get the encounter early. It's gonna be a waste of time a bit. Please no encounter. Please no encounter. Hey, we're good. I'm just double checking that everything's in the right spot. It is. Hey, this is fun. Okay, so I'm going to row, and then I'm going to use a holy arrow, and then we're going to be in this menu for a while.
Yeah, so what's happening here is by kind of manipulating the items in the battle menu, by setting our allies to use them and then changing the order around in the inventory, we're basically writing specific values into the memory of the game, which is letting us access things like the player 1 job stat and several other things. And things are going to get a little funky.
A little weird.
I guess.
So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm trying to fill up my inventory so that we can access the memory beyond the inventory. So setting up the holy arrow there is very specifically so that I make the job of player 1 the job that corresponds with holy arrow's memory address in items. So whatever, I don't remember the number, it might be like 20 is what holy arrow is, and we're going to make player 1's job class holy arrow, which is a completely legitimate class.
Yeah, so every job has a number, but there obviously isn't that many jobs in the game.
Yeah.
So you can go past the kind of normal jobs and do some pretty horrible things to the game if you want to.
I was messing around with it too, like just, oh hey, look, we're done this part already. So now we're done the first part, which is, oh no, sort of, we're almost done the first part. I have to equip the holy arrows. So what basically I'm doing is,
sorry, just on the side,
yeah.
but Nakuri's already talking to Sid, so it looks like he got first try.
Oh wow, okay, good on him. So now that we have one holy arrow in our job, we're actually trying to fill up our inventory to access player 2's job, as well as we're writing in stats for player 1.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because if we wanted to change some other stats on player 1 and didn't change player 2's job stat, it would take like another 18, 19 battles, which is a very long time. So it just works out a lot faster to glitch both player stats.
And very conveniently, there is 2 items that can be thrown and then also equipped by the Onion Kids. So it works out very nicely. Nope, do not do that. Also, if you throw, you have to if you throw with player 3 and you continue the fight into another round, you have to just reset. So.
Also, yeah, SomeGirl got a little bit unlucky there near the end of a Jade Passage. Got a dragon encounter which you can't run from.
I have to say that the Jade Passage is really cool to look at. This is like a very... There's a lot of cool looking places in Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah, the remake looks pretty nice. And SomeGirl's in Castle Pandemonium, so we finally get to listen to this for a bit.
Yeah.
It's good.
Back. So I'm almost done too. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. So Nakuri's just going through the castle like Zelly did earlier. Again, just kind of getting some items, rearranging the inventory, and then he'll be starting this kind of stat manipulation, I guess you could call it, that Zelly's doing at the moment. So there's really not much between them at the moment.
So yeah, so basically with these last arrows thrown, I've written enough items into the inventory to access the job class for player 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the item that we created when we got the 99th potion. So we're going to fill up my inventory, we're going to back out, and then we're going to
right now, I'm pretty sure.
Row. And this is a totally normal looking menu, and everything on the left side of the screen is 100% normal, and my inventory is definitely exactly how I left it. So basically, the command that player 2 has in its 4th slot completely rewrites my inventory. And conveniently enough, gives me items that I can 99 item trick into items required to beat the game.
Yeah, so because the job stat got glitched out past the kind of normal range of jobs, the job special move, I guess, that you have in the battle menu also changes to something.
Yeah, basically we glitched the inventory like of player 2, like its ability to glitch the inventory, and it just creates a new inventory because it doesn't know what to do. So it just finds values and spits them out.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go buy 99 potions because potions are really important, as we already discussed in the cave.
Yeah.
But
and the
conveniently,
glitch drop.
we have a lot of money.
Yeah. You can sell all these random spells that got put into our inventory for no reason. Also, player 2 looks totally fine.
Oh yeah, player 2 is a totally. I'll show off the sprite for player 2. This is a normal sprite that you get in game, sure. And we're also gonna, so that we can fill up our inventory again later, we're just buying 10 daggers and 10 shields. So just what we did earlier, basically. And at this point, I've learned that you cannot heal. So even for safety purposes, if people take damage for some reason, you cannot heal. And there are a few battles that we're gonna have to fight later, basically normally, but like with way better items than we're supposed to have.
You do have like 5b6 health though, so you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely normal. Yeah, access my status screen for player 1. And we do not have a blue and white menu anymore, which is pretty, but that is gone now.
I figure out how crazy this
We're
looks.
also outside of the mountain range. So we're just kind of chilling outside the floating continent. I think I went too far to the left there.
I think you're fine.
I actually didn't. Shoot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to- Also, this will happen less times than... That scroll screen happens less time than I wish, but more times than I want it to.
That's a good way of putting it.
It's a great little effect, but it's so slow.
So it looks like Nakuri's getting pretty close to the end of the stat manipulation now.
Yeah, and I'm just starting on the
Yep.
Goblin Minute. I did this so well out of practice. Do I get it? Oh, I think I got this.
That looked fine to me. Yep, that looked good.
We're good.
Nice.
Oh, right, I have to scroll all the way over here. So basically what we have is God's Rage, I think. I think these are God's Rages.
Yeah, Zeus's Rage or something, I think.
Zeus's Rage, yeah, it's Zeus's Rage or God's Rage, depending on the translation. And it deals enough, it deals just enough with
Thunder and an
damage
item,
splitting
basically.
to kill those two.
Yeah, it's Thunder 2 and an item.
Oh, I need to actually change my item, my job that's displaying on the front, because I'll get confused otherwise. So we also have the loot. Like, not L-O-T, but L-U-T.
The item, the key item, the loot.
That we need to beat the game, but we don't need it to beat this game.
So basically at this point, what's happening is normally in the game after you kind of leave the floating continent, there's 4 kind of fangs you have to get to open all the gates to get to the end, and you have to do a couple other plot triggers as well on the way. And pretty much what's happening now is he's writing most of these key items into his inventory directly instead of having to go and get them, which skips something like 5 towns, 7 dungeons, a lot of other stuff.
Something like that.
It's great. This game is totally fine.
Most of it's just written in there already. The only thing that we need is the silence key, which we just created.
Yeah, which allows you to actually get to the end of the game.
Yeah, because we have 2 potions, because we're getting 2 potions per thing, it's actually both rewriting the item that we're putting there and our job.
Alright, so Nakuri just did the airship glitch as well, so he's moving on to the goblin manipulation.
Cool. So we have 2 teams basically right beside each other.
Yeah, pretty close now.
Also, if I accidentally do anything with player 1 or with player 2, I have to reset. Because it will either crash the game entirely, possibly delete my save file. Lots of bad happens, so I have to be very careful when I'm on player 2. Because player 2 will kill everything.
Yeah, it seems like SomeGirl's getting pretty unlucky with the...
Oh yeah, Nakuri does some extra stuff. I think he gets a different item that lets him teleport out of places. I don't get that, so I didn't practice that. I didn't want to add even more knowledge on top of what I had to learn for this. So he'll be glitching, I believe, a like emergency exit item of some kind. Yeah, this is I'm doing manipulation like as if it's second nature, which is making me very, very happy. If you want to see some pure, unadulterated rage, just my VODs from the other day.
Yeah, SomeGirl's really getting trolled by these encounters.
I've seen FF2 runs, some very good FF2 runs die in Pandemonium. Oh, is that why FF9's castle's called Pandemonium? Probably.
Yes.
Hey! I didn't know that. Yeah, come on. It's like... I just want to meet the person who played FF9 first and then played all the other games and just went, that's from F... Wait a second. It's like, nope, this F9 came out after. I'm actually very, very impressed with myself right now, chat. Oh yeah, player 2 is officially a frog. I forgot to mention that. So, that's cool. We're a frog for a little bit. Also, I can't even explain what's going on with the sprite in battle.
Yeah, so it's because glitch jobs, the game doesn't really know how to display the sprite because they're for that job.
Yeah, they don't have a natural sprite just like associated with them.
So it gets a little bit confusing.
Also, this is the best menu. It's like showing an inventory I don't have, I think.
Yeah, it does. The game doesn't know.
I don't even know what this sprite is, honestly.
The one you've got on the other world at the moment is
the mini sprite? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, I screwed up. I'm like, I think that's like, this is literally the last one I have to do, so I screwed up twice in a row. Naturally. I'm totally okay with only 2 screw-ups, though, throughout this entire glitch. Very, very happy with that. Yeah, there we go. That got the potions, and we are now a dancer, I think?
Sure, why not? You can be anything you want to be with glitch drops.
Like we were an Arabian prince for a little bit. Mini frog. This is what I mean when we get the best songs in this speedrun. Like we basically skip all of the dungeons, so we don't have to listen to the dungeon theme. Where's my answer? There. So that's not the right item. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up.
Uh-oh.
You would be able to tell me maybe if someone had his bat. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no other items matter except for potions, so...
I don't actually know what it is, so... Sorry.
Sit should be good. So, I'm
There's
gonna
no
be
more...
farming...
You're not doing any more manip, though, are you? So you're fine,
No.
I think. No. You should be
So
fine.
I'm gonna be farming some capacity, which is like the rough translation for what, like the job. So like in this game, instead of having job fatigue like in the remakes, you have capacity, which you earn in every battle. And when you have enough capacity, you're allowed to switch jobs. So we need to switch back to Onion Kid.
Yeah. So just real quick, SomeGirl's seems like finally got to the final boss of FF2. So hopefully this goes well.
Looks like she's doing the last menu. Well, then just sort of getting everything in a nice and easy place for her to access. The strat for this fight is actually pretty good because she's going to be using a combination of haste tomes and blink tomes to not only protect herself and her party, but also in order to buff up Berry, in this case, buff up Leon's attack essentially so that it gets tons of hits in with the blood sword, and the blood sword hits for a percentage value of the total health of the whoever it hits. So it's a very powerful weapon in this game. And by using haste makes it so that you're able to get more hits in, obviously. So it's a really good It's a really good combination. It's a really deadly combination as well. Looks like a reset though, because Leon died.
Dang.
Looks like the Emperor got a physical in. Because as you saw, Blink actually missed every time on Leon. So it looks like the looks like that was the reason behind the reset.
So this is the last bit of grinding I have to do. I have to get, like I said, I have to get 56 C. I currently have 47. There's a better fight that's a little bit more dangerous, so I'm just playing it safe for myself. As I have trouble usually with the other encounter. And this encounter is like super safe.
Looks like the Emperor used Curse, but thankfully hit Maria rather than hitting Leon, so this should be pretty much over soon, hopefully. Ooh. Ah, they missed. Good.
Ooh, good.
There we go, that's GG.
GG,
Nice.
good job, SomeGirl.
Nacho, go.
And that's the end of FF2 for the relay this year.